This episode of the Esoteric Order of Roleplayers is brought to you by the generosity of our backers on Patreon. Go to patreon.com/esotericrp to find out how you can become a backer too. Remember to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to keep up with all the latest news, and join our Discord community to chat with players and fellow listeners. The Esoteric Order broadcasts from Santa Fe, New Mexico. We recognize these episodes are produced on the traditional territory of the Tewa-speaking Pueblo peoples, and we acknowledge their community, their ancestors, their elders both past and present, and future generations. The Esoteric Order of Roleplayers present Maneater, a Palladium story, with David Larkins as the Game Master.
What?
Sorting your dice.
You should have done like a door close. And I'm like, you're like sorting your dice, like reading,
yeah, exactly.
like a fucking radio show. I'm like, yes, I've been sitting here doing this for the past.
I'm sorry, I'm just in here sorting matches.
I'm just arranging Sebastian. I've been arranging matches.
Yes.
I think you'd better go.
Yes, I think you better head.
If anyone knows that, please tell us, because there's not enough love for Eddie Izzard. Okay.
Oh, well, you just gave it away.
They are amazing. I'm just jogging folks' memories. Like, oh yeah, I know that's from Eddie Izzard.
That's right.
Dress to Kill.
Oh my god, now you just totally gave it away.
What? Just say that you like Eddie Izzard. That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking for the moon like
all
you.
Right. Yeah, well.
All right,
I'm always asking for the moon.
You are constantly. It's like, please, can I have the moon, mother?
Mother.
What?
Can I have the moon?
Oh no, you're not doing this.
All right, we're back. It's been 6 months.
All right.
And
it's been more than 6 months.
Actually, it hasn't. Let's see here. I actually have my notes here. 3:27.
The non-binary boys are back in town. VOIs are back in town.
The boys, yeah. VOIs. The good boys.
The good boys are back in town. That's
right.
That's right.
Yeah, my last session notes are dated March 27th, so not quite 6 months.
Mine are dated. Weird. Yeah, 3:30.
Yeah.
That's fine though. I'm ready to go.
All right.
I'm not saying I'm going to be bringing it. I mean, I usually always do, but I'm not.
Who are you kidding?
I'm not fully bringing it. We'll bring it as much as we can.
Not fully bringing it.
Well, here's the thing.
You're just lowering expectations.
We have to talk about some stuff here.
Okay.
There's some things to talk about. Hit me.
Yeah,
the non-binary boys are.
Oh my god. Yes. So.
That's just making me giggle to myself. All right. And it's making my future self giggle.
Oh, good. You can already tell.
Yeah. So as you may be hearing, well, there's a couple things we got to talk about here.
First of all, you have an issue with dice. What's going on with the dice here?
Oh no. I like to keep them where I can see them.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized I need D100 for Palladium stories.
That's right.
And so I'm in the process of configuring them and getting the pairs together.
Okay.
I don't like doing this away from the mic. I can only do this
part of your
with
ritual.
The mic. I guess it is a ritual, I suppose. Yes. So, but we have things to talk about. So,
what do you got?
Well, first of all,
lay down the itinerary.
You've been doing some. I don't have an itinerary. So
okay.
Just stream of consciousness, baby.
All right.
We have.
I've been doing a lot of what?
You've been doing a lot of Palladium stories with young Kenneth.
Young Kenneth, indeed. Speaking of boys.
Yeah. And I don't know when he's going to listen to this, if at all, because apparently, he's a busy man. Like
he's got a lot going on.
He has a lot that he does. And
check out his Twitch channel.
Yes.
Hey GM Kenny.
Hey GM Kenny everywhere.
Watch him shit himself every time he plays Alien Isolation.
That's been highly enjoyable.
Yes. Although I'm getting increasingly like concerned for his health.
I am actually too.
And it's actually getting painful at this point.
I've gotten to know him, I'm like, don't do this, Kenny.
It's like that. It's like that experiment where you have like the dial to electrocute somebody in the other room. And every time, the Stanford experiment. And every time you turn the dial, you hear somebody screaming. And
you're like, I'm okay with this.
Yeah, and then it's like, all right, increase the voltage, do it again.
I'm still okay
increase
with
the
this.
voltage, do it again.
No, in this case, we're worried for Kenny, but
yeah.
I think we're there to offer moral support. Anyway, saying all that to say that you've been playing Palladium stories with young Kenneth.
I have indeed.
There's been a lot of trash talking toward the end of those Palladium stories.
Oh, you've been waiting for your chance. I see.
No, I don't wait for anything. I do it at the exact right moment.
Oh, you're a wizard?
Yes.
A wizard is never late.
That's right.
He shit talks exactly when he's supposed to. So go on.
Macho Mandolf. All right.
Macho
so
Mandolf,
I think
right.
that like the shit talking was silly. It was basically. I'm just going to assume it's out of sheer ignorance.
Sure.
Right. He's just having fun.
Mm-hmm.
Kicking around, like just trying to be a naughty kid. So basically, but what I want to point out, in terms of the anti-Wolfen bias that has gone on for many months.
Gotcha.
Is that the picture on the cover of your Palladium notes or your notes for game prep?
My little notebook, yeah.
What is it? Can you describe it for me, sir?
Well, this is a classic Keith Parkinson piece from the Adventures in the Northern Wilderness source book.
Okay.
So anyone who knows that book immediately has a picture in their mind.
I hope
is
they do.
Of a
Maybe
Wolfen, some kind of a Wolfen necromancer, most likely. Using magic crystal stone to raise some skeleton up from the wintry marsh.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Oh wait,
I like to think that that's Maneater's mom right there, doing her thing.
Why do you think it's Maneater's mom?
Well, she's a bit of a dodgy character.
Oh.
So.
Well, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I want to say that, Kenny, if you thought that David was like on your side, or like,
God, what the hell is going on?
Like he was welcoming the human trash talking of Wolfen, you have another thing coming.
Wow.
Like, I'm just saying.
Okay. Damn.
I have to right very crucial wrongs as always. I'm always striving for truth and justice. And in this case, Kenny, I'll allow it. It's fine.
Okay, keep going.
I don't know where I'm going with this. I just thought it was very funny that he was like, my character hates Wolfen. I'm like, my characters hate humans. Like, ooh, what's going to happen?
Yeah, well, we'll find out.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Crashing his skull. But, yeah, overall, I mean, his
Crushing
character.
his skull?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, okay.
What'd you think I said?
Just making sure you actually said that.
Of course I did.
You actually said that. Those words actually left your mouth.
They did.
Okay.
Pardon me, excuse me. We're dealing with a little allergy situation out here.
That's all right.
It is fall. It's fall, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing now? What's happening?
Power supply.
Okay, so I've sifted through some dice.
Good.
I'm breaking up my dice. I'm going to break out the dice tower for your enjoyment.
Excellent.
For everyone's enjoyment.
Mm-hmm. All right,
so my brother Mark. Oh my God.
So the first thing you wanted to do was call out Kenny, which you did.
I did. Well.
Oh my God. Excuse me. Keep going.
Was it worth it?
Was what worth it?
Was it worth it?
Well, to be fair, that was the
Kenny
intro part was like really low volume, and I was trying to turn that up, and then I didn't know it was gonna like break into this disco workout. So anyway.
What do you mean? Wait. What was low?
The intro part that you didn't hear. The little intro part of the song.
Oh, it was very magical. I see.
Yeah. Anyway, go on.
Was it worth it?
Mm-hmm.
So
no, the answer is no.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I found the pencil sharpener, by the way. There it is.
Excellent.
Okay.
Well done.
Yeah. So you called out Kenny.
I'm trying to say, called out Kenny. I mean, look,
you said you were going to crush his skull. That's a call out. I'm just going to say.
His character skull. I'm not going to crush Kenny's skull.
Oh, we'll see.
No.
That remains to be seen.
That's horrible. No, I really... Kenny's great. So, and we're going to play together, hopefully. Yes. I'm just fucking up my whole organized system. I'm obviously nervous.
What did you just do? Oh my god.
I'm very nervous.
All right. I think we're both a little jittery.
We haven't done this in a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah. So I think what you need to do is you need to orient me to the multiple rules revisions that have happened over the past, 8 months.
6 months.
6 months. And everyone's like, damn, Desiree's back. I'm not going to have as much fun listening to this as I did with Kenny and David.
Because we're not going to bro out.
Well, we're not really supposed to bro out. I am a bro, but... I mean, you and I do not bro out.
You've been known to bro.
I've been known to bro. But we don't bro out.
Not really.
No. But we like to celebrate the funness of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And... Okay, I'm more organized now. This is good.
So
you need to really... so you guys aren't going to have as much fun. The ball breaker's back in town.
All right.
And, deal with it. I mean, there's really nothing else to say. The level 1 bitch is here.
Ooh, because 2 is never
a 1.
All right.
And so I'm here to play Maneater.
Yes.
I'm here to play Palladium.
Yes.
Despite a possible...
a possible ban.
Impending lawsuit.
Possible cease and desist order. Yeah.
Which I don't know if you want to talk about. It's so stupid. It's not even worth mentioning.
Sorry.
I did mention
Palladium Fantasy is a registered trademark of Palladium Books. All rights reserved. All right, done. All right, so...
So moving on.
Although the fact that I'm running it with heavily modified house rules might in and of itself violate their internet policy.
Oops.
So who knows? Let's get into it.
So you have heavily modified house rules, and was there anything else you wanted to say?
No, it's just that if we did get a C&D, it would be like a 2-week break, and then it'd be like, hello everybody, we're back running BRP Fantasy. You're playing a wolfen in the BRP Fantasy world.
Yeah.
It's like, it ain't gonna stop us, baby.
No, we're playing this. This is pirate radio, baby.
This is open your windows.
Piss off you.
Turn up the volume and piss off certain people. All right. Well, you listened to Kenny's episode, so you got to hear.
I loved those.
Oh.
Those were great.
Oh.
Look, credit where credit is due. It was very fun to listen to.
Good.
Unlike our sessions.
Right.
And
sure. Nonstop.
It was
grim fests.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, you guys had a really fun rapport. You really should take that show on the road. Maybe get a little little podcast of your own.
Little podcast there. Well, maybe there are plans afoot. We'll see.
I sigh.
Nothing set in stone.
I sigh with centuries of stuff.
Okay.
All right.
The weight of centuries bears down upon you.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So
I think you guys have a great rapport. I thought it was a fun story. I thought for what it was amazing because it really tapped into the fun, novelty, 80s silliness of fantasy action with just ridiculous scenarios. I thought it was very fun. I thought the characterizations were great. I thought Kenny played his character very well. Again, credit where credit is due. Loved it. Great. So I'm looking forward to playing with Kenny. And that's that.
Okay.
But
cool.
Throughout the friggin' thing, you were constantly changing the rules, which I feel for him. But he seemed to take it with good humor,
Kenny,
as opposed to me and Alex, who would just be like, "This is fucking ridiculous. You are a nonsense person, and you are making these rules up to penalize us for playing so well."
No, in fact,
which is the truth.
In fact, well, first of all, Kenny's got a very similar brain to mine. Take from that what you will. But so I think he was right on board with all those changes as they were being made. And I've also...
Kenny, you don't have to agree with him.
Yes, you do.
No,
yes,
Kenny,
you do.
You do not have to agree with him.
Yes, you do. Our friendship's over.
No, that is not funny. That is so not funny. Okay.
All right, and then...
it's hard to make friends with you're an adult.
I know, exactly. I have no leverage whatsoever.
You have zero leverage. So sad. All right, moving on.
Yeah, I know he embezzled $5,000 from me. But, it's just so hard to make friends.
It is hard to make friends.
All right, so Anyway, and then I have been running secret off-mic Palladium sessions with Alex.
What?
Both as player and GM.
This is the first thing.
Don't act so shocked.
You've been
and
that floozy of an Alex of yours, haven't you?
I have.
Look at me.
Look at me. And so, and I can tell you from experience that he's been perfectly fine as we've been finessing these rules in those games as well. However, what I can
Alex, you do not have to agree with him. Alex, you're not listening to this, but you don't have to. You really don't have to agree with him, Alex. I'm just saying. You can please bring out the bitterest coffee beans you can when we reunite, because we'll talk shit about David. It'll be fun.
What? All right. So anyway, what I can say is that I think these are a stable release. I'm going to call it version 1.0.
Is it 1.0?
I think it is 1.0.
Sorry, everybody.
Because I have not 1.0. Beyonce.
Yeah.
No, because I have not updated them in, I think, 2 months. So
because you haven't played with them. Hey, everybody, guess what? I'm being held hostage right now. David is basically going to change the rules after this session. I shit you not. Mark my words. You can PayPal me, I don't know, some type of funds or some type of support, because I probably need to buy some more crystals to counteract David changing the rules after we play this session and go, I really didn't like how that worked out that way, or that wasn't really helpful. And then I'm going to get bombarded with new rules. Kenny, Alex, it's just a matter of time before he does it to you too. So
you done.
I'm never done. I can keep going. Everyone's like, skip 30 seconds.
Yeah.
She's still talking.
She's still going. All right. So no, but when I say 2 months, I mean 2 months of play, not necessarily 2 calendar months. So they seem to be pretty stable. So I'll just take you through the basics one more time. Okay. So all task.
Change the rules one more.
So all task resolution is D100.
Right.
Higher rolls are always better.
Right.
Ergo, if you roll a 91 to 100, you get to roll again and add that roll to your first roll.
Roll again and add to roll. Okay.
However, if you roll a 0, 1 through 10,
0, 1 through 10,
you have to roll again and subtract that number.
Okay. That's rude.
It is rude.
Dude, I'll overcome it.
All right.
It's all good. I got this.
All right. The second roll can also either explode or implode.
I remember that. So second roll.
So if you rolled a 90 and then a 95, you would roll a third time. However, the third roll never...
Wait, repeat that. Sorry.
Okay. Well, it's just...
Second roll explodes or implodes.
The second roll acts the same as the first roll, so you would just you would get to make a third roll either up or down, adding or subtracting.
Oh, wait. So that it's even swingier?
Oh, yeah.
So basically what happens is you're like, yeah, I got a 92. Reroll. Oh, it's a 10. You're like, subtract 10 from your thing.
And then roll again.
And then
subtract.
roll again and subtract even more?
Yes. Yes.
Keep going.
All right. What offsets the swinginess is that you add your attribute.
Okay. Yeah.
Plus your skill or other modifier, like combat modifier or whatever.
Okay, skill or combat modifier. So I want to make sure I get this. Excuse me, everybody. So I'm a level 3 Wolfen, by the way.
Is that your most recent one? I thought your most recent one was the other sheet.
Oop, wrong.
Yeah.
Oh. Thank you. Wow, I'm all over the place, you guys. I got really excited here for 2 seconds. I'm a level 3.
Level 3. Okay.
So, saying all that to say, I just want to make sure I'm getting this clear. So, for instance, I'm like, I got to climb up that wall. So I am going to roll against my climb, correct?
You're not rolling against your climb.
I'm rolling...
Yeah, you're rolling a D100, you're adding your climb skill.
So I add this number 50 here, for instance, and then I get, like, let's say I roll a 98.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I have 98 plus 51, right?
Plus 50.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know where the 1 came from.
I don't know where it came from either. But 98
Trying
plus...
to cheat, I see.
Already it begins. Oh, God. So I had 50, but then you're like, oh, you can re-roll again. So then I roll the D100 again, and then it subtracts or adds.
Or adds, yeah. Usually
so then I
adds.
roll, let's say I roll a 10, then I subtract it. So I have 138 instead of 148, which my original roll was.
Right, and then you would roll the third time since you rolled the 10 and subtract that amount.
Even more.
Yeah.
And then what if it was like 50?
Then you'd be down to
88 or
88,
something.
yeah, exactly. Which is not bad, actually, because difficulty numbers. A normal difficulty is 50.
Yes.
A normal difficulty is 50.
Right, got it. I'm here, I'm listening.
All right. Trust me, this is actually easier than the basic Palladium system.
I'm aware of that. I didn't like that one bit.
No. All right, so normal difficulty is 50. So you're really just seeing, A, can you beat the difficulty, and then B, how much can you beat it by? So in that case, you would have beaten it by 38, which would have given you a success with a complication.
Okay, so let's go into this like yes and yes but, yes no
Exactly.
thing.
Okay.
All right, so what is that all about?
So when you compare your roll against the difficulty number, I have a handy little chart here that I can
Did
look
you
at.
print it out or did you
Yeah, I
send it to
actually
me
have it.
digitally?
I did not send it to you, but I actually do have it here, which I can hand over to you if you'd like for reference.
That is way too long. I'm not going to... No, you're better off with that.
Okay. It's just one page.
I can do it.
It's a one-page chart.
It's double-sided.
It's fine. No, it's just the one page. Just that side.
It's just all text. It's just a wall of text.
Yeah,
There's
well, I'm not
nothing
going to
visual.
format like a chart.
Okay. Just give me the basics.
These are house
just the
rules,
facts,
man.
ma'am.
All right. So we look at the difference. If you failed by more than 100, that's a disastrous result.
Okay, that's bad.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And that's a no and something else has gone wrong.
Okay.
If your failure is by up to 100, but not more than 100, that's just a flat failure.
Okay. Up to 100?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
However, if your failure is within 50 points, okay, so,
Parsing it out even further,
parsing
yes,
it
go.
further, yeah. That is a fail with an exception,
Okay.
right? So, like, you might gain a little something out of the
Right.
out of the
So if I
attempt.
failed by 30 points, you'd be like, okay, you do fail, but there's something that happens.
Something happens that's maybe a slight benefit to you.
Okay.
Like, let's say you were climbing that wall and someone was climbing behind you and you failed by 30. I would say maybe like, okay, you slip, but you managed to catch a ledge, with your claws. So you're hanging by a claw. And furthermore, you kick some stones loose. So the person who's following you also had to pause so they didn't
Right.
gain on you,
Right.
Okay. So now let's say you succeeded.
Succeeded.
You succeed by up to 50 points. That's a yes, but.
Okay.
So that's where you did succeed, but there might be a slight complication.
Okay.
If you succeed by up to 100 points, that's just a flat success.
Okay.
You do exactly what you were trying to do. And then if you succeed by more than 100, you succeed and you got a bonus.
All right.
And
so my
normally in
question for-
combat, that's a critical success. That does double damage. So
the success
by more than 100.
by more than 100 is a double
double damage. yeah.
double damage. Okay, my question to you is why? Like, why is this important to parse it out like 6 different ways? Does it make it more fun for you?
My experience has been that it makes it more fun for the player, actually, as much as the GM.
Because there's more options.
There's more options. There's different XP awards based on how much you succeed or fail by.
Okay. All right. I was curious about that. All right.
And that's the core system. Everything else kind of just, works off of that.
Okay.
Let's see.
Strike distance C STD SDC strike.
What?
What is SDC? What is that? Strike
What are you looking at?
SDC.
What about strike distance, though?
What is it called?
Oh, SDC. No, it's not strike distance. Structural damage capacity.
Structural damage capacity.
Right.
Okay, let's keep moving.
Sure you want to play?
We're gonna keep going.
Are you sure?
We're going. Come on, let's do this.
Positive now.
We're doing it. I'm
All right.
committed.
Okay.
I just forgot that acronym, because there's all these acronyms in here.
Yes, there are many acronyms.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember them all because it has been some time.
It has.
So HF is what?
Horror factor.
Hit points are spelled out, which is nice. That's 20.
The one acronym that anybody could figure out.
Basically. So, okay. Yeah, we are just doing our thing here. I got all of my stuff here in case anyone's forgotten about Maneater. I feel sorry for you, but I mean, you should know things about her that I can reveal at some point after David's done talking more. So what else did you have to say for yourself?
I think the only other thing to remind you of is in combat with attacks per melee, you get as many attacks as your sheet says, and you get to take them one after another until you fail at what you're trying to do.
Right. So where is that hut? Where does that?
Well, I'll have to look at your sheet so I can tell you. Hopefully this is all up to speed. Good. Okay, so you see down at the bottom here it says quick combat reference APM is attacks per melee.
APM. So I have 5. Attacks per melee. Always be attacking melee. Always be APMing. Okay.
APM.
Yeah. All right. Attacks per melee. That's what that stands for. Word search is done. Okay. So is there anything else that I need to know?
I think that's it.
Really?
Pretty much. I mean, we'll cover the other things.
Yeah, I'm sure there will.
As they come up, but.
All right, and so this is a Megaverse character sheet. I don't know what that is. Does that have any impact here?
No.
It was just the best character sheet we could find.
Yes.
Based on my complaints.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it. Let me look here. All right, so is there anything that you need to know about my character, or should I refresh your memory about?
I think I'm good, but if you want to, just kind of give a your own summary of where you remember us leaving off and whatnot.
Oh, I remember distinctly where we left off. So basically, I was lured into I arrived in my family's or tribe's home called Nasfert. Right? So I was led by a red panda, Conqueron called Left Side Wound, led to Nasfert to connect with Wolfen. And so it was a fairly interesting, introspective journey. And then now I am back, and I have been spending time at the Church of Dragonrite, which is where my mom is the high priestess. And she has never really answered my question about... I've never really asked her what the hell happened in terms of me being kidnapped at such a young age and taken to the Western Empire to be a gladiator slave. So, with that said, she's told me about the dragons of Dragonrite and how it's important for us to see these dragons in order to, be accepted into the church. That was implied. That wasn't explicitly said. So Maneater was led, and also her real name was revealed. Maneater's real name, Greyfra, was revealed.
That's right.
There's also these coyote-like creatures called coils that are being treated like slaves, which Maneater does not like. Anyway, there's also a faction or a sect, or there was some type of schism between this location and a nether monastery across the river or something like that. Lake. Worse. It was across... It's a monastery of blasphemers, according to Sif, who's my mother. I don't believe her. And so I've been thinking about everything and trying to make sense of who I am as a wolfen here.
Mm-hmm.
And I was lured down to the dark dungeon below Nasfert or the church?
No, below the temple, yeah.
The temple, sorry. It's called Church of Dragonrite. Why are you calling it a temple? Should we call it the Temple of Dragonrite?
So the Church of Dragonrite is the religion itself.
Oh, I see.
And then you are
Temples.
living in a temple.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yes.
So that it's like a I guess I'm curious if there's a temple across the lake as opposed
Monastery.
I was gonna say, is the monastery in a temple format?
You don't know.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know. You haven't been there.
No, I have not. So I was lured down to the bottom of this temple, which apparently there's a dungeon where multiple types of beings are kept.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those being a wolfen, and there was wolfen blood on the floor, and I was drawn to under this temple, and I was met with a black creature that seemed kind of like a demon. It's like a shadowy thing that was a very sassy pants kind of demon.
Mm-hmm.
And basically saying like, your mom's gonna kill you if you don't say that you've seen the black dragon.
Mm-hmm.
And you just need to know that.
Mm-hmm.
And Maneater was a little confused about that because it's like I can't lie, and that was that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
You okay with these ethereal vocals?
I guess. So anyway,
Yeah.
so it turns out that Stavros is the Black Dragon, Styphon the Black.
Mm-hmm.
And Maneater realized that after thinking about demon lore and going, wait a minute, I know who this person is.
Mm-hmm.
However, she realized she wasn't going to lie to her mom regardless.
Mm-hmm.
And so she woke her mom up, she went to her mom's room or cell in the early morning hours and said that I've seen the Black Dragon. And so Sif was very happy to hear this news. And that's where we ended.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure, what's going to happen, because Maneater is very curious about this other monastery.
Mm-hmm.
And wants to get their side of the story before making a decision about what to do next. Because she's seen the way that power is wielded, and she's seen that basically the Wolfen Empire, Wolfen groups here are basically treating people like garbage the same way that the Western Empire treats people like garbage. So
It's almost like the word empire is kind of a common thread.
You think?
There. Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
So that's where I remember
Okay.
leaving off.
Cool. That's pretty good. Did we have some other weird dream visions going on? I don't remember if we got to that or
No,
not.
we did not.
We didn't.
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right. That's
Wait,
fine.
we did actually. Yes, I'm rewind. Yes, so Maneater was having a dream about the former emperor eating all of this gold.
That's right.
And kind of alluding to being very much alive, if not alive in the physical sense, he's alive in the spiritual and energetic sense.
Right.
Which is scary because he can possess anyone, and especially really stupid humans, probably very. Easily, possessed by something like that. So, just saying.
All right.
That's not something Wolfen have to worry about.
No.
Never.
Never. All right. So, very good. Well, so we did leave off with you making that announcement. So, we'll pick up right there.
Okay.
As Sif rises up out of her bed.
I thought she opened the door and was like...
Oh, I thought you were just standing in the doorway.
The door was opened by somebody. I didn't just open it. I guess I had the visual that I knocked on the door and she opened it, and then I said, I've seen the Black Dragon,
okay.
and then she's like... She's very happy.
That's fine. We can go with that. So, yes. So her mouth curls into a toothy, fanged smile. And she actually pulls you into a hug.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Why are you pressing your body against mine?
Yeah, I don't like it.
And she says, "Oh, my daughter, I am so happy to hear that. You have no idea. Of course, our Lord would present himself to you on this, his greatest and most high holy day.
What? It's today?
Today, indeed. Today is the winter solstice.
Oh, I see.
And it is the day in which we here in the church pay homage to Styphon.
Okay, well, I guess I'm right on schedule there.
Indeed you are. And as she says that, she's kind of pulled away from the hug and she's looking at you, and there's a strange look in her eye when she says that. So why don't we get a little roll there?
Okay.
So this would be a D100 just plus your mental affinity attribute.
Oh, nice. Okay,
Yeah.
You're not going to completely...
No, I'm gonna screw you over that bad.
All right. 72.
72. All right. So I'll say that this was fairly easy difficulty. So that means this is just a straight success. You see this look in her eye, where it's kind of a predatory look, but it's like the look a predator would give some prey that they had decided not to go for.
All right. So what else do I need to know about this high holy day?
So she says, I feel truly honored that your first experience with our solstice ceremony will be here and now, and I can guide you through it, if you would be so inclined to join me.
Yes, of course.
Excellent. Well then, the first thing we must do is a ritual purification.
Okay.
So, she, I guess she's ready to go. So yeah, she kind of gathers her robes about her, and she says, "Follow me."
Well, yeah, I think she would be ready since it is the high holy day, and she'd be ready to kick off the ceremony whenever.
Yeah.
So I'm
She's
assuming
ready to kick it.
She's ready to kick it off. That's what I meant to say.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. So I'll follow.
All right. So, she. Let me just get the map of the old temple in front of me here. So I can reorient myself as well. Let's see here. Mm-hmm.
That was a dungeon, I think. Oh no, is that the temple?
This is the temple, man. It's dark and
it's very dark.
Dark and mysterious.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, that's right. Okay. So she. It's also been 6 months for me. So she leads you down a short set of stairs out into the main temple area. So you recall this is like kind of a wood stave construction with like very high vaulted ceilings.
Yes.
And lots of wooden pillars. The oil lamps have been have been lit by the acolytes and are burning away. As befits the day, it is still mostly dark outside, even though it's probably well past dawn.
Mm-hmm.
And so she takes you to the kind of main worship area, I guess you could say. There's an altar. If you remember, there's that big carved wooden altar showing the 4 dragons.
Right.
Yeah. And there's some acolytes standing by there. They have various vessels filled with water. So she begins to wash her hands, splash it on her face, and indicates you should do the same from another one of these vessels.
Okay, so I'll do so.
Okay. And so as you do, you note that it's probably been blessed, and it's certainly been lightly perfumed. Let's see, what's a good essential oil or other type of aroma to
It would probably be
infuse?
juniper.
Juniper, that's a good call. All right, so there's a juniper scent to the water, and
something bad happens? What happens then?
that's good. It's a good cue. Thank you, music. So, so she turns. And as an acolyte is hand toweling, her hands, she says to another, "Fetch the sacrifices."
This is upsetting. I don't like it. What's the eyebrow waggling? No, this is unacceptable to me, I think, as my hands are being wiped off as well.
Mm-hmm. You were also being presented with a robe that's similar to hers.
Okay, I'll take it.
Mm-hmm. You can just slip it on over your whatever you're wearing.
Yeah.
You know,
It's like a little tunic or a little buckskin somethings.
That's what you were wearing.
I thought
Your chemise.
probably, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Since you were asleep.
Yeah.
Because remember, you were sort of woken up right out of your sleep. And
Yeah.
You went down to the crypts below. Mm-hmm. And so, indeed, you can see some of these other acolytes doing the same. Various keys are jingling on key rings.
But remember, there's a dead wolfen down there.
Indeed. Well, at least you saw a dead wolfen.
I smelled the blood.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Keep going. Keep going.
All right. So, then the high priestess turns to face the altar and begins to intone a prayer to Styphon.
Which he doesn't care about.
I
said, which he doesn't care about.
Oh, Styphon? Yeah. Well, who knows? Who's to say? And so, as she's doing this, a few minutes pass, and, you're just kind of standing there watching. So, eventually, the acolytes begin to return.
Okay.
And each one is leading 5 other persons on a extended chain lead. They're all mostly naked except for loincloths. It's a mix of orcs, humans, a few goblins. No commotion, regarding a dead wolfen.
Okay. I don't like this at all.
Mm-hmm. And then another acolyte comes forth with a very large wooden bowl. It looks exceedingly ancient. It looks like it was carved maybe even with like stone tools. It's very crude and rough. And you see that the interior is stained almost black from blood. Dried blood, but
so they just want a little bit of blood from these folks. They don't want, how big is this thing?
Oh, you could serve a big salad in it.
That's not gonna hold a ton of blood. So
No,
they're
it's
just
not.
gonna probably just do a little cut on the hand and then just let them go, right?
Maybe. So these prisoners, slaves, whatever you want to call them, are brought forward.
Prisoners and slaves. They can be both.
They're brought forward, and Sif, finishes her prayer, and as she turns back away from the altar to face the sacrifices, you can see that she has withdrawn a dagger. It is obviously ceremonial because it's silver plated, or perhaps silver, pure silver. And it is fashioned in the shape of a dragon, so that the hilt are like the dragon wings.
Would it be like black, like an onyx blade, or an onyx blade, or an onyx handle, or if it's Styphon?
Well, that's true.
This is for all the dragons, or
yeah, I was kind of thinking it was like just there
because it could have colors from every dragon. It could be like a ruby and a
fancy.
green
Sapphire.
and sapphire, emerald, sapphire, and onyx.
I like it. I'm into that.
I know.
So this dagger is worth many gold.
I can see on your face that you're like, oh.
So this dagger is worth many gold pieces.
Excellent.
You want to sell
It'd
it back
be a
in
shame
town.
if something happened to it.
That's right. But
this music feels wrong. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's true. We got to get some.
Come on.
Got to get some appropriate gloomy gloomy music here. Let's see.
Yeah, you're not playing with Kenny anymore. It's like, come on.
Oh my god. Well, Kenny didn't even get any music as we were discussing.
Oh, that's true.
Poor guy.
Aw. That sucks. That's true. I forgot you mentioned that.
Yeah, he felt left out.
Oh.
All right. Okay. So yes, she has this glittering silver and gem encrusted dagger. It is so actually, yeah, it's fashioned to look like 4 dragons entwining with each other, so such that the blade are the 4 dragon tails, kind of like in a spiral going down until it reaches a point.
Interesting. Okay.
And so she says, and so her voice has changed somewhat through the course of doing this prayer. It's now like deeper and huskier, you know. Mm-hmm. And she says, "Bring the first sacrifice forward."
I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna do something fucking nuts.
I love it. You better. All right. So the acolyte unchains the first sacrifice. It's a human, a stinky, smelly human named Guthamer. No, I'm kidding.
Oh!
How's that for a twist? No.
I was like, oh my god.
It's Guthamer's cousin.
3 months later. Okay. It's
Bruthamer.
Is it Bruthamer?
Bruthamer.
Is it?
No, I don't know. It's some human. You don't know who that is.
I don't know who the fuck these humans are.
They're kind of, blonde, a little shaggy, because they've been living rough in the dungeons for God knows how long.
Oh no.
And they look kind of drugged, they look very out of it,
Yeah.
And so the acolyte unshackles this human and just guides him forward, which, he goes obediently like a sheep to slaughter. And her
voice is different?
Mm-hmm.
Can I do some demon lore? Demon lore roll?
Well, yeah. Sure.
Okay. Using the dice tower today, you guys.
That's cool.
95.
Wow. 95 natural?
Yes.
Reroll.
I know.
Keep going. Well done.
64.
All right, so let's see. That's 95 plus 64. 170. Close enough. And, or is it 169?
169? Is it?
Nice.
Is it? It is 169.
Or 159.
It's not nice.
No.
It's 159. Not
159.
nice.
All right.
It's not nice.
I still feel deep shame that I've designed a house rule system that works best with a calculator, just for the record.
I already did my rolls. It's fine.
It is 159. And then your IQ is what?
IQ is 5.
5. That's right. Sorry, everybody. So...
Keep going.
All right, so that is a success by more than 100. Now, there's a lore religion skill as well. And there's also a lore magic skill. So a demon lore roll would only give you a certain narrow band of indication. Right. Which would center around possibility of possession and that kind of thing. However, you did succeed by more than 100, so something unexpected happened as a result of the outstanding success. The character not only gets what they wanted, but something else happens that the player decides with the game master's approval. The greater the difference, the more dramatic the effects. All right, so you succeeded by 114. So you didn't succeed by a huge amount over 100. So this will just be a small little bonus. But let me tell you what you get first, and then if you want to come up with an additional thing. So I would just say that according to what you know about demons and so forth, a time like right now would be, it's the winter solstice. So first of all, that's a time when a lot of wizards will do magical rituals, summoning rituals and that kind of thing, because the veil is thin, and that sort of thing. There's a lot of magical energy in the air and that sort of thing. And that this could have even been an unintentional possession if she is indeed possessed. But yeah, the chances of this being a possession are actually better than 0, right? So what do you think would be the little additional bonus you would get off of this roll.
Can I see what her eyes look like? Are her eyes like white, black, all black, that kind of stuff, red?
Yeah, her irises are completely dilated, so they look very black.
But that's normal for this situation.
True.
That doesn't seem like it would be a demon thing.
Yeah.
I just want to know if the all black, like the iris, the sclera, like all the
it's not like dramatic. It's not like she's wearing contacts, you know,
right,
black contacts.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm weighing all these things in my mind. Mm-hmm. One thing is I could just grab the dagger, stick it in her throat, and be done with it.
Holy shit! All right.
And then go to the other monastery.
Right.
All right. Like to instantly stop the ceremony. Again, am I giving shit away? Like I'm always feeling conflicted about talking through this because there's other games that we play where I don't talk through every single thing I do and I have my thought and then I present it to you and I make the decision.
Okay.
In this case, I'm feeling conflicted because I feel like I have no information. Like for whatever reason, I don't know if it's playing this game or whatever. I just feel like I have zero information on like what to go on. I've been purposely left out of the dark or kept in the dark. And I feel like I don't know everything, and it's frustrating.
Kept in the dark by who?
Everything, just the characters, like all of it. It's not you. It's like the game. It's like
you're finding the game to be somewhat impenetrable.
Yes. Because like it's like there's so little that Maneater knows about Sif.
Sure.
She's only talked to Styphon, this dragon. I think she would be more inclined to believe a fucking dragon demon than her
dragon
mom.
God, please.
We'll see. But it's just like, so then it's like how much of this black dragon is feeding off of like that animosity and that anger.
Right.
So of course it's going to want me to do that, right?
Yeah.
Kill that.
Right.
And
we made a joke
into,
about Sith Lords last time, I think.
Yes. Like step into that role now, like take on this role yourself, right? Like she's the ultimate sacrifice, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, I don't want to give him that. So like there's all this stuff like roiling around in Maneater's head. So it's either like, basically stun the mom, take the dagger, release the prisoners, fend off acolytes, and then just like go and find that monastery to get more answers. Because time, like you've cut it really, really tight. I have zero time to do anything or to do any reconnaissance. Yeah. Except for like believe everything that these people are saying. And I'm like, no, like Maneater's not going to do that because of everything that she's gone through.
Sure, that was intentional.
I know, and so it's very frustrating. So I feel like there's nothing I can do right now except for these really dramatic things. So, which obviously I'm going to do. I'm not going to. So I'm just trying to figure out. So Maneater's like parsing through, like sifting through, and going, okay, do I reasoning or whatever, like do I kill her when that's something that the demon or the dragon god would want? So no, that's a no. Yeah. Do I stun her, knock her out so that she's knocked out and she's no longer in play? And the acolytes, I don't know how tough these acolytes are, so I have to like look at these acolytes. How many are there?
Good question, actually. Let me see here. Hold on. I do have that. Oh, here we go. There are approximately 24 of them.
Yeah, I've seen worse. So
true.
They're weak acolyte. Like they're acolytes. Like they're not working out all the time. Like
true.
They're not like super buff.
There's no
like
gym
me.
in this temple.
Right. Yeah. So. It's not like it's a bunch of like Shaolin monks who are gonna like attack.
Right. No, these are the Shaolin monks before they developed Shaolin Kung Fu when they were like falling asleep during meditation. That's these guys.
Right. So so I'm thinking I could easily take them on, myself.
I could take these guys.
Yeah. Or I just let it
ride.
Yeah, like let everything unfold, which I don't agree with because I already have trouble with the fact that this place is very hierarchical, and I don't like that. I'm an anarchist. I don't like any of that order.
True. Although I have to say, when I was re-listening to our last session, I was noticing some definite tendencies towards thinking about other people and caring about the welfare of others, which is, a little bit of a drifting away from the anarchist lifestyle,
Whatever.
Well, no, it's fine.
I'd say that's what Maneater would say.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't care.
No, so let's just review really quick here. This might help give you some guidance.
I'm also not a cheerful, annoying braggart.
That's changed somewhat too. Yeah.
I never was cheerful. Like, Maneater was never cheerful.
True.
Was annoying and a braggart,
I should have been
yes.
penalizing your XP this whole time.
I know you should have been.
All right.
Because, you give me so much, so...
Excuse me, you're level 3. All right.
I've played in a lot of games. Like, I played a lot.
And character advance is very slow in Palladium.
I know.
Seventh level is pretty decent if you can make it to 7th. So, all right. So anarchist. This type of character likes to indulge himself in everything. Right. This character will at least consider doing anything if the price is right. These people are intrigued by power, glory, and wealth. Laws and rules infringe on personal freedom and were meant to be broken. An anarchist is always looking for the best deal and will work with good, selfish, or evil beings to get it as long as he comes out of the situation on top.
Yeah.
The anarchist is continually teetering between good and evil, rebelling against and bending the law to fit his needs.
Well, that's the thing. That's what I tapped into. That's what struck me.
But let me read you Unprincipled. This basically good person tends to be selfish, greedy, and holds his or her personal freedom and welfare above almost everything else. He dislikes confining laws, self-discipline, and distrusts authority. This is the Han Solo character from Star Wars. Or Hans Solo, as it was written in first edition. Still my favorite typo of all time. Hello, I am Hans Solo. Right. The guy who is always looking for the best deal, associates with good and evil characters, is continually tempted to lie and cheat, and hates himself for being loyal and helping others.
I don't hate myself for that. Oh.
So unprincipled characters have a high regard for life and freedom, and keep their word of honor.
Unprincipled?
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have any word of honor. I want to just dismantle things.
However, anarchists may keep their word, lie and cheat if they feel it's necessary.
Right.
Not likely to kill an unarmed foe, but will certainly knock out, attack, or beat up an unarmed foe. Never kill an innocent, but may harm or kidnap. Not likely to help someone without some ulterior motive, even if it's only to show off. Seldom kill for pleasure. Use torture to extract information. Not likely to torture for pleasure. Does not work well in a group. Have little respect for self-discipline or authority, and may betray a friend.
I feel like we've gone through all this already. Like we've talked through it.
We have. I just find that it's helpful to revisit alignments from time to time.
Yeah. I feel like I'm still an anarchist.
Okay.
I feel like I am out for myself, and that I want to do what I think is best. And what I think is best is not being ruled by some fucking dragon telling you to do that, or worse yet, that, let's say there's that whole weird little raven that was flying around and like bugging my mom, like, or helping her. That seems suspicious to me. It seems weird. So I don't necessarily think that she's being authentic. I feel zero connection to her. So it's like, why not destabilize it?
So let me ask you this then.
Yeah.
What is compelling you to try and save these sacrifice victims?
Because I've been a slave and I know how terrifying it is.
Okay. All right.
I'm not going to do anything for them once I free them. They got to figure out their own shit. But like in the meantime, I'm just like, okay, I don't like this. I don't think anyone should be kept bound.
Okay. All right. That's fair enough.
Do you think that's compelling enough, or?
I think that is compelling enough.
I'm open to hearing other things. I really am.
No, I think so. I mean, like, unprincipled is like 1 degree up from anarchist. So like, it will not kill an unarmed foe, but will take advantage of one, as opposed to will not kill an unarmed foe, but will certainly knock out, attack, or beat up an unarmed foe.
I'm not going to do that.
Help those in need.
What's that? Principled?
Unprincipled.
Unprincipled?
Help those in need.
Wait. What are the I'm confused. What are the categories now again? Principled, unprincipled, anarchist.
Okay, so we've got good, selfish, and evil. Okay. Selfish, the 2 alignments are anarchist and unprincipled. So unprincipled is still a selfish alignment. It's just 1 degree up from anarchist. So unprincipled is selfish leaning good, and anarchist is selfish leaning evil, basically.
Oh, I'm not leaning evil.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You're saying I should change it to unprincipled.
I'm feeling like you're kind of. I think earlier you were definitely playing anarchist.
Really?
Yeah, in the first campaign. But I think you've been gradually drifting towards unprincipled, actually.
Okay.
Help those in need. Not use torture unless absolutely necessary.
Right.
Work with a group, especially if profitable.
Yeah.
Never harm an innocent. Never kill for pleasure. Dislikes authority still.
Right.
And never betrays a friend. Could you see yourself betraying a friend?
No.
Well, there you go. All right, so change your alignment to unprincipled. Oh, that's the alignment changing sound. You can feel it.
I did not need that. This feels like a sound problem, not like that was not part of the music.
No, this track is called Mystery, so I feel very drawn in.
Fucking much.
I feel very drawn into the mystery right now.
Look,
hey, you're like, hey, I want more intense music. I'm like, let me serve that up.
We are playing today. It doesn't mean that I'm ready for any of this. I just said, yeah, let's give it a whirl. Let's try. And now you're scaring the shit out of me with this track that like
mission accomplished.
All right. Unprincipled. All right. All right, unprincipled.
Okay, cool.
So I'm seeing all this go down.
Okay, you are now unprincipled. Congratulations. All right, so...
I'm afraid that volume's going to go up again.
And you are...
okay.
So you're looking at this sacrifice victim. You're like, homie, don't play that.
Right. That's not... I mean, it's a disgusting human, but I'm not going to...
Humans don't necessarily deserve to be sacrificed.
No.
Yeah.
No one does.
Right.
You're
seeing this glinting dagger.
The dagger looks like it's worth a lot. So.
That too. So, okay, how about this? Because you did get a bonus from that demon lore roll,
okay,
right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna throw this out as a suggestion for the demon lore roll. No, that's all the way down. All right, so I'm gonna throw this out as a suggestion for the demon lore roll, which is, your demon lore tells you that if Sif is deprived of that dagger, she cannot do the sacrifice.
Okay.
So that's just your little bonus piece of information you got from rolling so well.
Okay, so what we're trying to understand here
Yes.
is how these skills work and how I'm supposed to be using them. So the goal is, I think I'm going to decide to stun or knock her out.
Okay,
Retrieve the dagger, scare the acolytes, free the prisoners, and then run away.
Right. So, So in order to knock her out, that's going to be harder than just disarming her.
Right.
Right. You'd have to succeed by 100 instead of succeeding by 50.
So, okay.
Your target number is effectively 0, which is good. So all that means is that you have to generate a total of 100 or more. Now, what is your physical prowess?
Physical prowess is 14.
And then you have a 5 for your strike.
5 is strike bonus.
Okay, so 19.
Right.
So that means you effectively have to roll an 81 or better.
But you said 50. Well, why would it be 50 if I just wanted to
disarm her?
Disarm her.
Yeah, it's just that with your gladiator training, you're
and so
better
I'm thinking
at disarming.
I need her to be knocked out so she has no influence on anyone and she can't exert her mental.
Yeah. Now, let me throw something at you here.
Okay.
Remember, you can keep going through your attacks per melee as long as you keep succeeding.
Mm-hmm.
So you could actually lead with the disarm and then try and follow up with the knockout.
But would that reduce her? Then she'd have time to respond.
No, because if you succeed with the disarm, then you can immediately go into the knockout.
Okay, so the disarm is 50.
The disarm is 50.
Wouldn't I have more bonuses than 20? Since I'm a gladiator and I have like the ability to like wrestle and
attacking with a weapon would give you a slight.
I'm not attacking. Oh,
if you were attacking to harm, you would have a better bonus. But this is an attempt to knock out or stun, which or disarm.
Okay.
So for the disarm roll, you would only need a 31 or better to disarm.
Okay, so I think I'm going to try to take the dagger from her, but I'm really afraid she's going to do a spell or something.
Let's go ahead with the disarm. I have an idea for the knockout. Okay. So go ahead with the disarm.
Right, let's try it. 80.
Nice. Okay. All right. See, that would have missed by 1. That would have been really infuriating.
So I am attempting to wrench the dragger.
The dragon dagger.
Dagger dagger.
Dagger dragger.
Dagger.
Yes.
Dragon dagger.
Yes.
Away from her.
Okay. All right. So you want to do you want it yourself? Do you want to take it from her?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so you, so basically she's like, bring the sacrifice forward. And so this guy shambles forward.
Does her voice remind me of Mormo?
No.
Oh.
Good question, though.
Is that Raven around?
No. I mean, if it is, you can't see it. Maybe it's up in the shadow somewhere.
I'm looking up in the shadow. No, okay.
Some bird shit lands on your shoulder.
No!
Damn it. All right, so,
That's good luck.
so this guy shuffles forward, and the acolyte's holding out the salad bowl, and he bends.
Why do you keep calling it a salad bowl? It's a ritual. It's an offering bowl. It's a ritual
That's what
offering
it looks like,
bowl.
It looks like a salad bowl.
From the 70s.
From the 70s. Something you pick up at like a craft fair.
Oh my god.
All right, so it's carved of oak, of course, because you're the oak people.
Yes.
But anyway, he bends forward obediently, and she brings the dagger forward as if to slit his jugular.
Ooh.
So it is at that point, at that dramatically appropriate point, that you spring forth.
Yeah.
All right. And you karate chop her wrist or something, right?
I thought it was boxing.
Well, no, this is just a disarm move, and this is what's taught by your gladiator training. So.
Yeah. So the disarm, it would be like a chop to strike her forearm, I guess, for her to release the dagger. And then I want to grab the dagger.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So that was a success, which means you can now go on to your second attack,
Okay.
which would be the knockout. Now, here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, uppercut.
Use the pommel of the dagger to knock her out.
Yeah.
So that gives you a bonus from your weapon proficiency if you have weapon proficiency dagger or something along those lines. No, you don't.
No, sword, spear, forged weapons, net,
forked
shield,
weapons,
shield, paired weapons.
Oh, all right. Well,
I think using a pommel is using a pommel. So, like, if I was going to do that, a sword skill, would apply.
That's true.
A handle to a bladed item is a handle.
That's a fine justification. I'll take it.
Yeah.
So what's your weapon proficiency bonus?
Plus 10.
Plus 10. All right. So now that takes you from a plus 19 to a plus 29, which means you only have to roll a 71.
Why are you saying
better.
this? Why do you like doing this? It's like you're.
I'm just C-3PO. I'm just telling you.
I don't like it. Don't tell me the odds. That would be an 8.
All right, roll again and subtract.
This is a 7.
Oh, all right. There you go.
I have a 1.
You have a 1. All right, good.
Plus 30, whatever, right?
Right. So or 29. So 30. You got 30. You needed a 50 to succeed, so you actually didn't fail by that much. So you bring the pommel up towards her temple to try and knock her out, but she's too fast for you. And
it's all this friggin'
flinches away.
I've been able to train.
That's true. You're a bit rusty. All right. So the good news is that was kind of a surprise round, if you will.
Why is that good news?
Because we get to roll initiative now, and if you can beat her, then you can try something else again.
Okay.
Including running away if you're so inclined.
No, I need to.
All right. So for initiative, you're going to roll a D100 and add your speed attribute.
Speed. Okay.
SPD.
Yeah, got it.
Plus any initiative bonus you may have.
91 plus 24 is 115 plus an initiative bonus, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Where would that live?
Under your quick combat reference.
Plus 5.
All right, so 120.
120.
And then you roll a 91.
Yeah.
So you get to roll again. Yeah. Add that to 120.
Thanks for this roll now, everybody. 61. So 180.
All right, so 181.
182 or something.
Something like that. Oh, shit, I just rolled a 93.
Oh, what are the odds?
93, 100, 130. And her spid is around here somewhere. It is certainly not 60, so you still managed to win the initiative. So
good.
Congratulations to you on that.
All right. To do what? To make another move?
Yeah. So
knock her out again?
Well, you can try for the knockout. You can attack her. You can run.
I don't have anything to attack with. I don't have anything like a spear or a sword or anything. I don't have any weapons.
True. You could just try and hand-to-hand her ass. Try and hand-to-hand her own ass. And, heyo.
Yeah, okay. I'll do that.
And, or You could run for it.
I'm not going to run. No.
Whatever.
No,
whatever.
I was made fun of constantly for doing that, so I'm not going to do that this time. And I'm going to, actually, fight and get that dagger. Do what I said I was going to do.
All right. Okay. All right. I feel like I should give you some XP for that.
Really?
Let's see. Quick thinking, first of all.
Oh.
Some quick thinking. And then, let's see. I think maybe daring as well. Yes, definitely daring. Okay. All right. So you're going to try for another knockout blow. All right. This time she does get an attempt to dodge or parry.
But I won the initiative.
Right. So what you're going to do is you're just going to roll and give me your total. And then I have to roll. And then we'll compare the totals.
So I am doing this physical prowess, right? I mean, this is the boxing thing again.
It's the same set of bonuses you had before. So that was plus 29, was
29.
it? 29.
Okay. I rolled a 21.
Wow. All right. So, ironically, if I roll 1 to 10 and then go super negative on this, you could still knock her out. If I just roll really, really badly.
I rolled it's a 50.
You got a 50.
Plus
okay.
5. I got everything. It's 50.
You got a 50. All right. So that's cool. That's good. It's impossible to find anything in this book when you need to. Just saying.
What are you
for the
looking
record.
for?
Just trying to find her dodge bonus here. I said to myself, should I give her a full character sheet right up? Nah. Now
You had to know I was going to attack her.
It has been a while since we played, so unfortunately I forgot.
Oh.
All right. Well, she only has hand-to-hand basic. She basic. So let's see here. At her level, that is going to be a plus 10.
What?
All right, plus 10. And then also, I just need her physical prowess really quick here. All right. All right. So now I have to generate her physical prowess, which is a 3d6.
Okay.
Ooh,
oh, man.
decent. 13. Okay.
Mine's 14.
Hey, there you go. Like mother, like daughter.
No.
All right, here we go.
What is she doing? What is she training? What is she...
She's trying to dodge.
No. I mean, it's just, why is her physical prowess so high? Should be like a 10.
So let's see. That's a 58, 68, 71. All right. So she beats your attack. All right. Now she is going to try some magic. So for that, I have to see. Let's see here. She is a priest. She may channel 3 PPE per level per action. Wow. Okay. So she can probably get this off really fast.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Excellent.
All right. So let's see here. She is going to. Oh, there we go. All right. I got too much paperwork here. This is ridiculous. All right, here we go. All right. Let's see. I did select her spells at least. I did do that much.
Good.
Everybody. So okay. Now she has some magical options here.
Magical options.
A must. All right. I think. All right, so she can channel 18 PPE. That one costs 20. So I don't think she's going to try that. Ooh, that's even higher level. And she's got all these expensive spells. Whoa, 80 PPE. Jesus Christ. All right. Can't do that.
What does PPE stand for?
Potential psychic energy.
Oh.
Yes, and that is basically the fuel for magic. Okay. 10, there we go. Okay. Forcing the person to do his bidding. Yes, that sounds appropriate. Victim of domination will appear to be acting oddly, dazed, confused. Under the almost complete control of spellcaster. Yep. Okay, I'm just going to check one other one here as an option, which would be to cast Fear. Which would be a possibility. That's 5. Okay. An area occupied with people or an area that's presently unoccupied. Failed roll means person washed with terror. Okay. Alright, you're going to get a saving throw.
Okay.
Regardless.
Alright.
Yeah, she's going to go for domination.
Saving throw?
Okay.
Where the heck is that?
Up top right. Saving throws. Top right of your character sheet.
None of them are filled in.
Correct. That's where you would have bonuses if you had bonuses to your saving throws. So
What's the
what
default
is
saving throw?
magic : spells? There should be a number in parentheses
12.
next to it. Okay. So that means you have to roll a 60 or better.
Okay.
On D100.
All right. Right now?
Right now.
Uh, 42.
Okay. All right. So you grab the dagger. You attempt to knock her out. She flinches away. You try again. She dodges out of the way, and then looks you in the eye and says, "Stop it immediately."
And I do.
Suddenly, everything just drains out of your mind. You have no real sense of free will as you just stop. You know, you're just like,
all right.
why was I attacking her? You know, what's that all about? You know.
Okay. Yeah.
So let's see here. The enchanted person is not themselves and suffers the following penalties: attacks per melee are half, speed is half, all skills are half, speech is slow, the person seems distracted or a little dazed. Yeah, so it's basically like what's going on with these sacrifice victims too, you know. So she's just looking at you with this like super disapproving look, you know. And she says, "Give me back the dagger," which you do.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. And it's almost as if she's trying to figure out, you know, what to do with you.
Yeah, she should sacrifice me.
That seems to be what she's thinking.
Yep.
When there is a great commotion coming from outside.
Okay.
A lot of yelling in Wolfen.
I can't do anything.
But it distracts her, you know.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of looks towards the front doors, and one of the temple guards comes running in, and he says, "Mistress, the monks from the Destiny Lake Monastery, they've gathered outside. They're agitating for your presence." So Sif looks utterly put out by this. And she says, "Very well." And indicating the human, she says, "Restrain the captive. We shall deal with this before continuing with the ceremony. Come, daughter."
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
She wants you by her side.
I say that, I'm like, why? Like, really slowly. Like, I'm fighting against it. You said I speak slowly?
Uh-huh, yeah.
I can have my own thoughts, right?
Sure.
So I say that, like, me? Why? It's like I'm drunk, almost.
Yeah, exactly. So,
like, I'm going with, but I can still have my own thoughts, right?
As far as I can tell here, it says the victim of domination will appear to be acting oddly, dazed, confused, slow and unfriendly, ignoring friends, etc. The enchanted person has one goal: to fulfill the command of the mages. Under the enchantment of domination, the character's alignment does not apply. He will steal, lie, assist in crimes, kidnap, betray friends, reveal secrets, and so on. The victim is under the almost complete control of the spellcaster.
Okay, so I don't say that.
The only things the bewitched individual will not do is commit suicide, inflict self-harm, or kill a friend or loved one. A good aligned character, principled, scrupulous, or even unprincipled, cannot be made to kill anybody. It is too deeply against their alignment.
Okay, I don't say any of that. I'm thinking it.
You're thinking it, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You're trying to will yourself to say it, and you just can't say it.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right, so you walk at her side.
How long does this last? How long does this last?
We'll find out. Okay. So you walk at her side, out of the temple. As the temple doors are open before you, the sun has obviously finally come up enough to, provide some feeble light, which, even as feeble as it is still almost blinding after being in this darkened temple this whole time.
Yeah.
And furthermore, it is enhanced by the fact that there's just this heavy snow falling.
Oh.
It's just coming down real thick, visibility is maybe 50 yards. So most of Nasfert is, obscured behind this white blanket, and it's really piling up in the streets and so forth. But nevertheless, there's this whole ass group of wolfen gathered outside.
Okay.
They're all dressed like Sohei, like Japanese warrior monks. So just imagine anthropomorphic wolves with head wraps and armor and, big, balloon pants and sandals, like
I love it.
Yeah. And most of them have staves.
Okay, what are those?
Plural of staff.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of naked steel,
Right.
A couple of them are carrying banners, that have various mottos that are from the Dragonrite faith, written on them.
Are they in different colors?
No, they're just like white linen with black wolf.
I thought they might represent the dragon colors.
No, in this case they don't. They're very simple. It's very very aesthetic, Right. So anyway, so this one wolfen is kind of
wait. Just really quickly.
Yes.
I just want to get into this domination understanding.
Sure.
She told me to stop it. And what did she say? Stop it and...
She said stop it, which caused you to stop attacking her. Then she said, give me the dagger.
That's all.
And then she said, come with me.
Come with me. And that's it.
And that's it.
But I can do other things aside from any of those things, correct?
I guess. It says the enchanted person has one goal, to fulfill the command of the mage. So...
That's all I have none of my own goals.
You're just waiting on her. What's your next...
All right, just checking.
What is your next bidding, my master?
I just was checking.
All right.
I wanted to see any workarounds. But if it says that my only goal is her, whatever she wants, then that's it.
Yeah. All right, so this one older-looking wolfen, he's got that kind of shaggy old dog look about him, steps forward from the crowd.
Okay.
And Sif says, what do you want, Sol Kana?
Okay.
You know that this is a day holy to our God. Are you that much of a heretic that you would come here and disrupt our rituals?
It's the monastery of Destiny Lake?
Destiny Lake Monastery. Yeah.
Okay. So she's saying that to him. What's he doing?
So he's leaning on his staff a little bit, and he says, "It is you who are the heretic, Sif. And yes, we came here intentionally to disrupt your sacrificial rites, your blood rituals, which Stifon.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, which Stifon does not demand, as you well know."
That perks my ears up.
And so Sif says, the time for debate over these matters of faith and doctrine is long past. You and your monks are not welcome here in Nasfert.
So she's still speaking with that tone. Right?
Yeah.
That deeper ceremonial tone. I can't do anything. How long does this last?
I don't know. So, actually, I do know, but
I know you know. That's why I keep asking you.
Just pretend it's a cutscene. And so
Click through, click through, click through.
Yeah, escape. And so, you know, this So Kana.
Yeah.
Fellow.
So? I thought it was Soul.
Soul, like SOH.
Oh, So Kana. Okay.
So Kana.
Okay.
He growls.
All right.
In response, and then he says, "So you have no intention of stopping these rituals?" And Sif says, "I've already wasted enough time with you." And then she turns and says, "Guards, clear them out." And so the acolytes move forward.
But she didn't direct that to me.
Not yet. And so so the monks move up to protect their abbot. And as the acolytes descend the steps, as the snow is falling, it's all very cinematic, all very, you know.
Totally.
And as Sokana is kind of like, you know, swallowed up by the protective ring of monks, he makes eye contact with you. And his eyes narrow a little bit because he's like, almost like in recognition.
Oh.
And then a street brawl erupts. So,
all right.
Basically, the acolytes of the temple here are fighting with, you know, tooth and claw. The monks are fighting with staves and tooth and claw,
Staffs.
or staffs, if you will. And so yeah, this big fight breaks out. So Sif turns to you and she says, "So, daughter, you were trained as a fighter then in the during your enslavement?"
I don't have to answer that.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
She wants an answer?
She wants an answer.
Oh, I thought it was rhetorical.
Nope.
Yes, they say.
She
I'm
says,
not trying to talk, by the way.
Right.
Those words are just coming out of my mouth without me controlling it.
Exactly.
It's very weird.
So she says, "Very good then. That old abbot, I want you to kill him."
No, actually, that doesn't work that way.
That's right. You changed your alignment.
Yeah.
Yay!
Wait, did you do that on purpose?
No, I actually had no idea. That's
Okay.
complete serendipity, which is hilarious.
All right, does she give me a weapon?
Yes, she does. So she, you know what? She actually hands you back the dagger.
All right.
And she says, "I want you to bury this in his throat."
Okay, so what can I do?
It's up to you. You can tell her to fuck off. You can pretend like you're complying.
No, I'm sticking it in her throat.
You can stick it in her throat.
That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So as this battle rages out on the street, there's a lot of like skulls being cracked and yelps of pain and whatnot. You know. All right.
I don't think it sounds that light.
No, definitely not. You're gonna try and stick her in the neck.
Yes, I'm going to attempt to do this again.
Okay, here we go. So this time she is going to be a little bit on guard because she is aware that this spell has its limits.
Right. But she doesn't know what limits.
She doesn't know your alignment, and so
right.
she doesn't know whether you're going to comply or not. So, however, we don't have to roll initiative because you're just going to try and stick her.
Right.
However, she is going to get a dodge roll.
Okay.
Okay. So let me just roll that first so you know what you have to do. Right. Now this time you don't have to succeed by 100 or any of that kind of shit. You just have to beat her dodge. So, all right. My final total is a 71, 80, 84.
84?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this is a weapon. So sword, right?
We did agree to allow this to apply. Yep.
Yes.
We'll just say that this is a really, really big dagger. It's a wolfen-sized dagger, so, you know, it's sword size.
For humans.
Yeah.
All right, so... human bias. All right, so I have my plus 10 to my strike, right? 15.
Strike 15 plus your physical prowess.
Physical prowess, which is 14, so 29.
So 29. Okay.
Don't tell me the odds.
I won't.
You, for the love of God. 57. 57 plus 29... 6-1.
Oh man, this is gonna be close. Is that an 86? That's an 86.
It is.
And I rolled an 84 for the dodge.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Son of a bitch.
This is why I love percentile systems.
Son of a bitch.
You can get this granularity. All right, so not a critical strike, unfortunately, but you did hit.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's get the damage on that bad boy.
Oh my god. All right, so the dagger. It's a ceremonial dagger.
It's a ceremonial dagger, but it is magical.
All right.
It's also wolf in size, so it does double the normal dice. So that would be 2d6. So we'll say 3d6. 3d6 damage.
Total?
Yeah. Damn. Rolling some metal dice there.
Whoa. 2 6s, so
nice.
15 total.
Okay, and what's your damage bonus?
Damn.
Is that up near your physical strength or else under your combat, perhaps?
Oh my god.
Under the quick combat, it might have a damage bonus there. I'm not sure.
I know, I'm looking. 5 plus 5.
Okay,
so
great.
20.
20.
Oh, wait. No, this was 15. Yeah, 20.
Okay, I did actually note down her... I wrote to myself, if it matters, Sif is a 6th level Priestess of Darkness with X number of hit points.
Wait, what?
X number
Level of
SDCs.
darkness?
Priestess of Darkness.
Excuse me?
What
did you say?
What?
Why did you say that out loud?
All right, so how much damage did you do again?
20.
20. All right, good. All right, so you strike out at her.
Did coins just rattle on that track?
I think they did, actually. All right, so you...
Oh my god.
You strike out at her.
Yeah. I have like a Kubrick look.
This track is called the Tipsy Waltz Inn. So it's like an inn. All right, we need some better combat music. Go. All right, so...
So I have a Kubrick look on my face.
You do.
If y'all don't know what a Kubrick look is, just look at any of his films and imagine the character looking up
from under their
brow.
Yeah.
At the camera or at a character. So I'm I'm dominated still.
Yes.
Correct? There's domination going on.
Well, perhaps you are. Yes.
What?
We don't know. You just attacked the person who dominated you. Like, I wonder what that means. What are the implications there?
It's worn off.
Maybe.
Anyway, still giving her a Kubrick look.
Mm-hmm.
And it's snowing on the steps of the temple, and I raise the dagger to basically just cram into the side, like her jugular, like cram into the side of her neck.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
On her left side.
Okay, so you strike out at her. She tries to dodge out of the way, so that does avoid the full force of the hit.
Okay.
Basically slashing her throat.
Right.
But you do draw blood.
Just sticking it into the.
Well, you're trying
not
to.
Slashing. I'm not slashing across. I'm just like sticking.
Puncturing her throat.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
No, that's fine. So, but yeah, so you're not able to puncture her jugular, but you do connect, and some blood sprays out and stains the white snow very dramatically. Mm-hmm. So that was a successful attack, which means you can attack again.
Okay.
So
this will not go
keep trying to shank.
Great. This will not
keep on shanking.
It's not going to.
All right, let's find out.
I'm just bracing myself. Okay, so 29 plus 85.
Wow. Okay, that's going to beat my roll.
So that's 111 on my side.
111. All right, you did not beat me by more than 100, so that's just going to be 3d6 plus 5 for damage.
Oh, okay. All right, so that is another 15, so 20, another 20.
Wow. Okay.
Wow,
all right.
Wow.
Wow. Oh. All right, so you.
Okay. Wow.
You. All right, so yeah, I don't know. It doesn't say here.
Don't hide behind this.
If the. It doesn't say here if the. If the spell's broken, if you're ordered to do something that is against your nature. However, I'm gonna rule that's what it does. So yeah, that is my ruling. So the spell is broken. Just to answer your question.
Oh, it didn't last very long.
Normally, it would last 12 minutes actually.
Oh.
And I was
guesstimating
we're coming up on 12 anyway. Yeah. But anyway.
Okay.
All right. There would have been enough time for you to venture forth and try to kill the abbot. If you were still an anarchist, but you're not. So
that's right.
You're right. All right. So you hit again. All right. So this time, so she's trying to bomb and weave out of the way, and but this time you actually bury the dagger kind of into the juncture between her neck and her shoulder.
Like deltoid?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, wait, no. Trapezius.
Yeah, exactly. And it bites pretty deep. Okay. So, and this time the blood kind of spurts up over your hand. Do you want to keep pressing?
Yes.
You're trying to kill her?
Yeah.
All right, your third attack. You have 5 attacks per melee.
That's right.
So as long as you keep succeeding.
Uh-oh. My left may have run out.
All right.
Let's see. That is 73.
I got a 67.
Oh, okay. Wow. This is hot. This is very hot. 21.
Jesus. All right.
Wow.
All right, so you just keep stabbing like Julius Caesar style here. You know?
Because I'm thinking about all of the years lost, like all of my years lost. Like, she did nothing. They did nothing to find me.
Yeah.
And she would have sacrificed me.
Yeah.
And she dominated me.
Yeah.
So no.
Okay.
Keep going.
All right, so at this point, she's like clutching onto your robes that you donned.
They're
earlier,
ripping. Can they rip?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's starting to tear.
Yeah, good.
And blood is soaking into the fabric.
Yeah.
All right. Go again.
One more time.
This is number 4.
Oh, 51. We'll see.
Okay.
51. 70.
I'm not rolling great. Let's see. 50, 54, 64, 67. Wow, you just keep barely.
I know.
This is interesting.
Because we're both like, it's cold and it's the morning. We probably haven't eaten anything yet.
Haven't had any coffee or tea. Yeah.
16 again.
Wow.
So 21 again.
All right, so
wow, this is crazy.
You sink the blade in for the 4th time, and this time it finds what you were looking for. And as you pull the blade back out, blood just sprays out over the snow. And Sif, the high priestess of darkness of the Temple of Dragonrite in Nasfert, sinks to the ground, lifeless. And the snow immediately begins to blanket her.
I just keep stabbing.
Ooh.
I can't stop.
All right.
It's like rage.
Yeah.
Pure rage.
All right, so you follow her onto the ground or onto the surface of the porch, the deck or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're just sinking this dagger in repeatedly. The world goes quiet around you.
Mm-hmm. I don't hear anything.
You don't hear the street brawl.
No, I'm just
anymore.
hearing this. I'm hearing the sound of the knife going into the body repeatedly.
Just as a quick note, I did have the whole thing with the monk showing up already in my notes.
I know you did.
I wasn't doing that.
I was
bailout.
No, I know.
Thing,
no, I know. That's why I was even more upset and more angry at myself because I'm just like, I got to do something.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that would have been interesting if you'd attacked that guy. But instead, you're just there's a term for that, right? Like like a rage killing, right? Where you can't stop.
Well, it's a crime of passion.
Crime of passion, yeah. You just can't stop yourself.
Right.
So yeah, the dagger's just sinking in over and over again into this lifeless body, and then
gross.
You feel a hand on your shoulder and a voice saying, "That's enough." And it's very quiet and it's very calm, and it's just saying. It's not even trying to say you shouldn't be doing that. It's just you've done enough.
I turn wildly to look.
Snarling.
Uh-huh.
So you present quite a visage. Of course, your whole front is just covered in blood.
And snow.
And yeah.
And my robes are just tattered, and then my chemise is all blood soaked too.
Yeah, for sure. And your forearm, the dagger itself dripping. And you see this abbot.
Oh.
So Kana, the one you were ordered to kill. But he's just looking down at you, and his eyes are very soft and kindly. And he said, "You've seen enough death for a lifetime and more." And he puts his hand out to help you up.
I take it.
All right. So he raises you up. And at this point, most of the temple acolytes are lying unconscious on the street. The rest have fled.
Uh-huh.
Many of the monks are, beaten up as well. They're staunching bloody noses or holding their eyes or ears or what have you, or broken fingers. But it was a mostly non-lethal brawl for the most part.
Yeah.
Just the shanking that occurred at the steps of the temple.
Oh.
And so he leads you away.
I felt like the next indicated step, you guys.
I mean, yeah, that's totally fair.
This whole time, Maneater's been very ambivalent about all of it, and things have seemed suspicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's no acknowledgement of the amount of time that it would have taken for the mom or Sif to acknowledge ran out. It ran out. Yeah. And this abbot just said everything in one sentence that Sif never said in the month or whatever that they were together.
That's true.
And that's pretty immense and sucks.
Yeah.
All right. So, following.
All right. So
where am I led? Into a dungeon.
He's like,
You're under arrest.
You've seen enough killing. We're sentencing you to death. No. So he leads you back out onto the street. The other monks, gather in around you to see.
Are there is it just all male monks?
Oh, no.
There's female monks?
Yeah, it's mixed. There's not a lot of sexual dimorphism in Wolfen, so yeah.
No, it's more of a primate thing.
They don't have that.
Yeah,
hang
not
up.
really for canids.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, hey man, if you can hang, you're more than welcome. So they crowd in a little bit just to get a look at you.
They're not sniffing me.
They're not
sniffing my butt.
No butts are being sniffed.
I just want to clarify
They're
that.
probably sniffing a little bit, though. I mean, to be honest.
Well, sniffing in general.
Yeah.
But not sniffing asses.
There's a lot of blood in the air,
There's
for one thing.
implications.
Yeah. No, there's no butt
I
sniffing.
just want to clarify that.
All right, so...
all in good fun.
Uh-huh.
All in good fun.
It's all in good fun.
That's right.
But yeah, very very shortly they fall in line as the procession makes its way out of Nasfert. You can feel the eyes of the citizens of the town watching you, but nobody is making a move to interfere.
That's so upsetting.
Yeah,
it's validating everything for me. Nobody cared.
Yeah.
How many other Wolfen were kidnapped? I mean, apparently there's thousands of Wolfen in the Western Empire, correct?
Please don't mention the war.
I had to. But does that mean that nobody these outposts or these established nations don't even want to retrieve the lost Wolfen?
Maybe.
It's upsetting.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what I think Maneater. I think I'm just chastened. I'm just in shock.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but the lack of ownership.
Yeah.
Over me.
Yeah.
Or anything is strange to me.
Yeah.
It's eerie. Does that make sense?
Makes total sense.
So I'm following.
Okay.
I'm going with the monastery.
All right.
Destiny Lake Monastery.
And so, indeed, you leave town, you pass out through the town gates, and you follow the...
And the snow's washing the blood off my fur.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, weird.
And you follow the somewhat obscured trail where, their footprints from coming in just an hour ago are almost completely filled in at this point, So you can just see the little divots and the lake itself. So Nasfert's situated at lakeside, right? So you're just kind of following this lakeside path, and the lake itself is mostly frozen over. It's a big lake, It's maybe a square mile, surface area. So out in the middle, there's still some open water, but certainly around the shores, it's all frozen over. And all the conifers, are piling up with snow.
Yeah.
And of course, it's just quiet. It's absolutely quiet. The snow's muffling every sound. And so the monks begin to chant and ring bells and, whatever their chant is. It's still a chant to Styphon, but it's different. It's a different kind of chant, and it's mostly just it. So the prayer your mother did was like a summoning chant, and this one is like a chant of propitiation, like asking him to go back to sleep, basically. After about an hour of walking, you begin to see the monastery come into view as the path is tracing the circumference of the lake. And it's just, it's situated in amongst the trees. It's a large complex with many wooden structures, walled off, fortified monastery kind of thing, towers and that sort of thing.
Is there a temple?
Yes. It looks very similar, actually, in construction to the one in Nasfert, and you can see it's almost pagoda-like, roof line rising up from amongst the complex. But it's obviously a very self-sufficient community, basically. It's a town unto itself, And I will say that another thing you observe...
Sorry,
everything's sinking
in.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Another thing you observe is that the majority of the monks around you are aged. There's not a lot of fresh young monks here.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe that'll change.
Maybe. So
or maybe people are too scared to go to the other monastery, and maybe I'm leading the way.
Indeed.
Maybe.
All right. So, 20 minutes later, you are inside one of these buildings. There are some hot coals providing welcome warmth. You have been changed out of your torn and bloody rags, basically, and provided with fresh robes, an opportunity to wash up, freshen up, etc. And food. Yeah, absolutely. So,
sorry, I'm still sinking in layer by layer.
Yeah. Well, indeed. So you've been left on your own in this room. Would you have given up the dagger if they'd asked for it, or would you have insisted on keeping it?
I don't think I'm equipped to handle it, and I don't know if the dagger possessed me to do what I did.
Ooh. Good question.
So I would give it to whoever I felt would be the elder.
The abbot.
Yeah. So he would know what to do with it.
Okay.
And I'm probably not the person to wield it.
Okay.
And I would say as much.
Sure thing. All right. So you are unarmed and vulnerable. No. But no, you've been left to your own devices. You've cleaned up.
Yes.
You're in fresh robes, etc.
Right.
And yeah, it's absolutely sinking in what just happened, what just went down. So, how are you feeling about that?
I'm not really feeling highs or lows. I was suspicious of her from the beginning.
Okay.
And again, I never had my questions answered. I feel like I never had enough time to ask her. But based on her actions, it didn't seem she cared. And based on what Styphon told me, I think I want to tell the abbot this. Do you not want me to talk to him about any of this?
Oh, you can do whatever you want.
Okay, so I feel like if he was checking on me, I would start to... I don't feel like I'd be explaining myself, but I would just say that it was either her or me. And Styphon visited me and said that she would sacrifice me if I hadn't seen him. I don't know what Styphon is.
Yeah.
But I trusted that more than her.
So you're running over all this in your mind as you're kind of processing things alone. And shortly after that, there is a knock at the door.
Okay.
And in comes Abbot Sokana by himself. And he steps in and closes the door behind him. And he says, I hope you have had an opportunity to rest and restore yourself somewhat.
Somewhat.
And so he kind of motions like, may I sit?
Nod. Okay. Yes.
And of course, it's a very, very simple monk's cell kind of situation. There's like a floor mats and, no furniture really to speak of, but a little window. You can see the snow falling outside. Very nice. So he sits opposite you, cross-legged, and he says, I saw you standing next to your mother.
You nod again.
Greyfra, right?
Me?
Yeah.
That's what I say. That's what Maneater says.
Yeah. He says, that is your name.
Shrug. That's what they tell me.
Your father spoke of you often.
I don't know. I never knew him.
I know. You did when you were very little, but of course you would not remember.
I just look away out the window.
He was a remarkable man.
Wolfen.
He was a remarkable wolfen. He was a remarkable pup. He did many great things, but his life was cut short.
Why?
There are many different theories. He was the first wolfen to master the art of rune crafting.
What's rune crafting?
It is the magic of the runes. It is what allowed the dwarves to construct rune weapons, rune items of various types. We wolfen are cursed with shorter lives that do not give us the luxury of years required for that sort of mastery. But Elamor, that was your father's name, he had a certain talent that allowed him to possess the mystery of the runes. There were great plans for him. He and your mother, they served in the great capital. Your father...
What capital?
The capital of the Empire.
The Western Empire?
No. Our empire, the Wolfen Empire. It lies east of here. Well, he created one great artifact, a lantern.
A lantern?
Yes.
I was like, it better not be friggin' Trigon.
Yeah, it's Trigon.
I was so scared for 2 seconds.
That would have been amazing.
I thought if he made...
What a twist!
He crafted friggin' Trigon. I'm like, I cannot.
He sounded a lot like Sean Connery.
Absolutely not.
No.
That's actually how my dad sounded.
Yeah, exactly.
How
Elamor
sounded.
Yes. It was a great lantern. Its light, its magical light, effective in fighting the darkness. Its inner crystal granting visions to those who stared into it, answers to questions.
Where is it now?
That nobody knows.
What's the name of it?
They called it the Eye of Elamor.
It's a rune lantern?
Mm-hmm.
We don't know where it is.
We don't. There is one here at our monastery who came closest to finding it.
Okay, who was that? You?
No, not I. He served with the army after Elamor's assassination.
Assassination?
Oh, yes.
By who?
Agents unknown.
Is it the Western Empire?
Some say. At first, the theory was that the assassins were sent by the lords of the Eastern Territories. But now...
Humans?
Indeed. But now some think it was actually agents of Emperor Itumas.
So I think about Itumas, like the dream I had.
Mm-hmm. But, yes, your father was slain, and the lantern was stolen by his assassins. However, what became of it is unknown. There were rumors that a band of adventurers somehow acquired it, and Imperial Rangers were sent to recover it. Members of the Stone Moon Brigade.
Stone Moon.
They found only the bleaching bones of those adventurers out on the plains. You're like,
Well, they had another fucking Palladium party that failed.
Exactly.
Like, died.
Ouch. They found only their bleaching bones out on the plains of the northern hinterlands. Where the lantern next ended up is anybody's guess, though most likely it is somewhere to the west of here.
What does this have to do with me?
I thought you should know your heritage. You look so much like Elamor.
Well, I don't know. Can you possibly illuminate me and tell me why there's so many lost wolfen, and why all of you out here have done nothing to retrieve us?
I'm sorry it seems that way.
It is that way.
The Western Empire is a powerful state. The Wolfen Empire does not have the resources that would be required to fight it in open battle. They say war is brewing with the Eastern Territories, and that may well be true, but when that war comes, it will take all the resources of the Empire to win. At which point, the Western Empire will be waiting. Rumors have reached me that the Emperor is dead, that the Empire has fallen to civil war. This is good news.
I agree.
In such times of disruption and disorder, mounting some rescue operations to free as many slaves as possible is certainly something worth considering, although far beyond my abilities or political sway to accomplish.
Who should know this? Who's our empire? Who's our emperor or empress or, I don't know, leader?
The ruling... Shit!
It's a ruse!
Oh no!
It's bullshit.
I may not be remembering this correctly, but I believe it's a council made up of the different tribal leaders who gather in Shadowfell, which I think is the name of the capital. Wait a minute. Let me see. I do have that in front of me here.
What the hell's going on the soundtrack right now?
I don't know. Shadowfall. Excuse me.
Shadowfall.
They would have to be convinced. And certainly...
Convinced? So I'm suddenly getting angry.
Yeah, exactly. All I can tell you is that nobody in any of the 12 tribes wishes for our progeny to be stolen away from us and sent into slavery. And we do everything we can to prevent that.
Well, you're not doing good enough. There's thousands of us in the Western Empire.
You know, I've heard different stories about that, actually. Somebody else told me there weren't any.
Does he say that?
No. But he says it is a problem. It is one of the many challenges.
Shameful. It's shameful. You should be ashamed of yourself for not doing more.
He holds your gaze. His eyes remain kindly. And he says, I know. You have every right to be angry. Perhaps, if you wish to spend the remainder of the winter here, we can talk about this some more. The roads are impassable as it is. If you wish to travel to Shadowfall and speak with the council, I would give you every ounce of support I could muster. But for the time being, it is a season for rest and recuperation and reflection.
So I nod.
All right. And so, we'll leave it there. From a narrative perspective.
Oh, okay.
However,
What?
I think the time has come to
What?
discuss
What?
multiple OCCs. Yet
Okay.
another acronym. Occupational character class. As you know...
I always thought it meant original character concept.
Oh, I like that too. But as we can see here, sometimes you can have more than one original. So as you know, I've been throwing various opportunities at you to switch off from Gladiator, the path of the Gladiator, which you were saying you don't really see as being the thing, is not the moment.
No. It was for a while.
It was for a while, but no longer.
Yeah.
So we looked at the possibility of apprenticing yourself to your evil mother and becoming a priest of darkness.
That's not going to happen.
We chucked that one out.
Yep.
So now... Oh, and also you could have sworn your soul to Mormo and become a witch. Chuck that one out.
No, fuck Mormo and all of his empty promises.
Yeah, I don't know, man. A witch serving the Lord of the Ghouls, that'd be pretty cool. I'll have to play that one day.
Yeah, Alyssa and Sarah, Badlands.
It would be Sarah, actually, yeah. Alyssa's just a good old-fashioned summoner.
Sarah Badlands.
Sarah Bad.
I keep calling her Badlands.
Yeah.
Sarah Badlands.
That's the name of the town.
No, the town is called Badland because their last name is Badland.
No, her last name is Bad, as in color me.
B-A-D-D.
All right, so...
I'm totally kidding.
Bad, comma, color me.
I just think it'd be funny if her last name was Badlands.
You know, that would actually be more credible. But whatever.
Oh, well.
We're just rolling with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so here, I'm going to give you a rundown here of how this works.
How many are there?
Well, there's just Monk. Monk would be the one to
I'm
switch
gonna
to.
do it.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay.
So I'm going to tell you how that works.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So basically, your gladiator, everything you learned as a gladiator is now frozen, right? So even as you continue to earn levels, your gladiator skills and your gladiator combat bonuses and everything else, those aren't going to go up anymore. So your hand-to-hand gladiator, abilities aren't going to rise above third level.
Okay. All right.
However, and also your experience points are reset to 0.
What? Wait, what? Are you serious?
Yes, but we're gonna wait on that.
Are you kidding me?
Or not? We're not gonna wait on that. I'm gonna wait on your XP awards for this session. So we're gonna reset to 0 first, and then I'm gonna give you the XP that you acquired this session. So at least there's that.
It better the character. What? Oh my god, those points.
You were shooketh, yes.
Those points better also encapsulate 5,435 points, included with whatever bonus I get, by the way.
Here's the thing. You're still effectively a 3rd level gladiator. You don't lose any levels from gladiator.
I'm becoming a 0 level monk.
1st level monk, yeah.
Oh,
so you're
okay.
starting over again.
I'm
basically.
amazed. I'm amazed it started 0.
Yeah, right.
0 is technically a number.
Also, because you are switching,
maybe it's not. I don't know. You guys.
Because you're switching from a man-at-arms OCC to a priest OCC, which is what monks are.
I've had to kill my own wolf and mother, and now you're stripping all my character points, or my fucking whatever experience points, whatever the fuck they're called. Experience points away.
All right, we're just gonna skip that point I was about to make. Then we'll come to that later. We'll come to that later.
Tell me. Just rip off the Band-Aid. Come on, tell it. Say it.
Because you're switching from one category to another category, the experience you'll need to advance in levels is now doubled.
Why do people like playing this?
All right, so let's see here.
Why not embrace and why not? Hey, I have a question.
What?
Hello.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
My headphones are cutting out. I can't hear you.
I have a question.
What?
Take off your headphones.
No, I can't hear you.
No,
I can't hear you through the glass. What?
Take off your headphones.
No, sorry.
I have a question.
Yes, what? What?
Why punish creativity? Like, why is creativity punished? That's my question to you. Would you please answer the question, sir?
Okay, so all I can really say to that is that this is an
it's
old...
not you. I'm not okay. I want to just make everyone. I'm not mad at David right now. I'm really not. I'm disappointed.
You're just disappointed?
No, I'm kidding. No, but I really am not mad at David.
Right.
I am livid about this friggin' system, and I'm doing this for the larger goal.
Yeah.
Which is the fun story that we will create.
Yes.
In the future.
Right.
We only have a couple more sessions of this. Right.
Correct. Yes.
And then we'll move into different projects with these characters.
Mm-hmm.
So, why punish creativity?
Because this is an old school system. Old school systems were usually written with the assumption that the people playing them would be wargamey min-maxers who would constantly be trying to game the system for their own benefit.
So you're enabling shitty behavior.
These blocks would be set up to try and punish people, basically, because it's like, ooh, I'm going to start off as a fighter, and then I'm going to multi-class and become a wizard, so I'll be a fighter wizard.
I don't want to do that. I just want to actually do character development and make it an interesting story. I'm not here to, like, grade grub and be a dick.
Exactly. Now, here's the thing.
Okay.
As you say, we only have a couple more sessions here.
Yeah.
Then we're going to do a 2-player game with Kenny.
Yeah.
Possibly expanded to 3-player with the return of a certain favorite.
Maybe possible.
No promises.
No promises. Don't get your hopes up,
folks. All right. Hold off on that dice clunking there. All right. So
I'm not putting away my supplies before class is over. I'm feeling anxious.
Yeah.
And sad on multiple levels, and so I just.
You're playing with your dice.
Playing with my dice helps me feel a little bit more in control.
All right. Wow.
What? I'd rather be honest and like just you know.
No. I'm like, wow, that's some deep psychoanalysis right
Always.
there. Quick question: what is your physical prowess?
Personally, it is 14.
And your physical endurance?
That is 12.
Okay, great. You qualify for being a monk. All right. So here's the thing: in terms of the double.
What if I hadn't qualified?
I'd have to say, oops, and. You'd have to figure out something else. All right, so
no,
in terms of the doubled XP thing, we don't have a whole lot more sessions to go. You're already 3rd level, which is damn good. You're effectively becoming 4th level by adding a monk level here.
Oh, okay.
Right. So don't worry about it too much. I mean, you might gain 1 more level, and that would be great. You'd be 5th level by the time we're all done with this. I think that's perfectly fine.
Levels.
Right? I'm just saying. See, that my point is, it's not really punishing you because you're already like a pretty decent level character here.
Yeah, so. I'm not. So I'm gonna be a 1 level monk.
Yeah, level 1 monk, exactly.
But I'm a level 3 gladiator.
You are, and you always will be.
But
you don't lose any.
Don't have any character. Why do I keep calling them character points? Experience points.
Yeah, that doesn't matter because you're just starting over at 0, and you're just going to earn them towards monk leveling now.
So do I have to rewrite a lot of my skills? Like some are, like you said, some are in hibernation, and then others are going to be new.
Right.
That I'm going to be using.
Yes. So I think the easiest way to do that is for me to just jot them in here off mic, because otherwise it's going to be like another 45 minutes of this BS. But I do want to take you through the abilities you're going to get as a monk.
Can I just write them down?
Absolutely. Well, not skills per se, because these are like class abilities. So
where do class abilities go on this character sheet?
Well, there might be a second page there with notes.
Let's see.
There you go. That big notes section.
All right, so I should write these things down in here.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
All
monk, original character concept. What are these called again? I'm sorry. I forgot.
Oh, you mean OCCs?
No. These are class
abilities.
That's
sure.
right. Okay. Look, everybody, you know, I don't play D&D. I don't do any of this stuff. Like, I know, you know, I know that this exists. I know that you know, I've never experienced that emotion.
You only know that millions
have it. And I don't, my brain doesn't think this way in terms of playing games.
Sure.
And I'm not disparaging people, you know, like, yeah, like this is how you play. I just don't have that jargon in my mind. So that's why I'm always asking David, like, what the hell is that?
Right.
I mean, I asked that anyway, but
well,
still.
Yeah, that's normal.
Okay,
but.
class abilities for monk, original character concept.
Okay, so actually, let's back it up a little bit. I'm just going to read you.
Sure.
I'm going to read you the monk class description here, just so you get an idea.
Okay, can I write this? Can I start to replace it in some parts here on my character sheet?
So it says OCC. Is there enough room to write gladiator / monk?
Yes.
There you go. Okay, and then for level 3/1, is how I would write it.
Mm-hmm. And so for points, for experience points, I put 5,435 / 5,435.
No, you're gonna erase all of that and just put 0.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Just double checking. Bye bye.
Bye bye XP.
1/3. Okay. And okay. Yep. Got it.
Okay, so check this out.
Am I supposed to get excited about this part?
I guess it's just to give you an idea of how the class works.
Okay, got it.
The warrior monk is a member of the clergy who has followed religious and philosophical pursuits other than those of the priest. A monk engages in prayer, meditation, and good deeds, but does not say mass, lead religious ceremonies, cast spells, evoke miracles, nor perform many of the other duties and services of the priest. The monk can make preparations for a ceremony and participate in it, but cannot perform it. A monk can testify or present arguments for or against a law or an accused person, but cannot sit in judgment of him. Likewise, monks rarely advise the heads of church or state, seldom lead, and are generally regarded as humble and lesser members of the church. The monk might be considered the working man's clergy, and his duties are of a general assistant to the church, priest, gods, and people. Most monks are always subservient to any priest above 3rd level. This is the standard unless the monk is young and has not yet learned his place. A lesson in humility will be quick in coming. He is stubbornly impudent regardless of age and experience, in which case those who know him try to tolerate his pridefulness. Or if the monk
monks
feels...
are prideful?
No. These are the exceptions. It's saying these are the exceptions.
Okay, sorry.
Or if the monk feels a great injustice will occur unless he speaks up or takes a stand, even if it means he is likely to be chastised and or punished. All acts of impudence or defiance will be... All right.
That's a lot of weird stuff.
All right. The monk's philosophy of life makes them acutely aware of the human condition.
What?
With both its strengths...
Bias. This fucking bias, man.
With both its strengths and frailties. His duty is to nurture a person's strengths and goodness and to help him overcome his weaknesses and base or cruel desires. Part of the monk's training is to first learn to understand himself and learn to control his emotions.
Oh. That's why so Kana was like, I know exactly where you need to be.
Yeah,
kid.
like let's just spend the winter talking about stuff.
Yeah, we'll rap about Jesus.
Yeah, come on. I got a foosball table in the basement.
Oh no. Don't.
To try never to react in word or deed in anger,
right,
and try to understand the other person's position. This makes most monks quite philosophical, as well as alert, friendly, understanding, and compassionate. After they have learned to understand and control their own inner demons as best they can, they are sent out into
what's Sokana's inner demons?
They are sent out into the world to help others do the same. Okay. A humble and self-effacing clergy, they seldom associate with the rich or nobility, but live and work among the common man, the poor, and the downtrodden. For the monks believe that these are the people who need the most. This also means the monk has little use.
That's a bit much.
This also means the monk has little use for nobility, wealth, or politics.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds right. Sounds like this is the life for me.
Definitely. As a servant of the people, the monk is often privy to the injustices of the poor, particularly at the hands of tyrant kings, compassionless nobility, callous employers, and cruel taskmasters. This unique view of the world leads to occasional disputes within the church between monk and priest, and frequent clashes with kings, nobility, wealthy merchants, and civil authorities.
Huh.
A monk will often travel alone, in pairs, or join adventurers to wander the land, helping others and engaging in a number of academic and charitable pursuits. These loners will frequently...
Scholarly pursuits?
Yeah, suddenly.
Suddenly.
These loners will frequently help villagers by watching over and entertaining children while the adults tend to their crops, offer advice to the heads of households, may attempt to negotiate on a villager's or farmer's behalf with their landlord, help prepare for festivals, to minister to the ill, mend fences, tend to animals, harvest crops, and assist in all kinds of manual labor, as well as report news and gossip, discuss philosophy, and tell stories of courage, wisdom, and the gods. Likewise, they'll accompany, defend, and help travelers.
Interesting.
A warrior monk will not hesitate to confront, chase away, and fight demons, monsters, sorcerers, bandits.
They're like little monster hunters.
That's right. Bandits and evildoers to defend innocent people. They care little about property, even church property. People come first. You burned down our whole fucking village. Yeah, but I killed the demon.
It's what needed to happen.
This often puts a monk in the company of other warriors and adventurers to battle against tyranny, slavery, and evil.
I have questions.
Yes, go.
This is all for humans, right? So how would a wolfen monk be received in the wider world? Do monks still have the same...
Brotherhood of monks.
What?
A brotherhood of monks.
Well, first of all. Second of all, is there like... do the monks kind of like... Does the same type of cultural thing happen with monks who are, like... Wolfen? Yeah,
yes, it does. Yes.
Why are you so confident in this?
Because it says here...
Wolfen suck.
Wait a minute. Most monastic orders will accept any willing spirit. For this reason, some temples are associated with dragons, giants, and other non-humans.
Okay, all right.
There are no racial, quote unquote, racial requirements.
Okay, all right. So that means that there are wolfen who are part of other like human monasteries?
Absolutely.
That's weird.
Yeah. And there are probably some human monks in the Wolfen Empire.
No.
Yes, I say.
No.
Let's see here. During times of war, entire armies of warrior monks may gather to join in the fight to defend a temple, village, region, or kingdom from rival factions, ravaging monsters, and foreign invaders. To attack a monastery is pure folly, as these warriors have been known to easily disarm and beat experienced knights using their deceptively simple wooden staves or deadly spears.
I learned something today.
You did. TIL. All right. So, yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, good.
So that's the background on
Excellent.
monks. All right, so now you can go back to your class abilities section here.
Okay, why was the whole thing with the impudent monks? Why were they bringing that stuff up?
Don't worry about it.
Oh,
again,
I'm not worried. I'm just curious.
Again, it's like the writing is always aimed at like players who are going to try and like be dicks, basically. So it's just like, oh yeah, you want to play an impudent monk, huh? Well, this is what's going to happen to you. You'll get fucking arrested and beaten senseless and blah blah blah.
So,
I mean, the fact that it's like the second paragraph break,
it's basically
of
like
the class description is ridiculous. It's bad faith. It's bad faith playing.
That's what I don't like.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, acknowledge the fact that your players, they might challenge you. And there might be some don't play with min-maxers. I guess that's the lesson.
And don't play with dicks.
Well,
I mean, you can play with other dicks, but not those dicks.
Min-maxers are not necessarily dicks. There's a Venn diagram, I think.
There is very much a Venn diagram. Some min-maxers would claim they're just trying to ensure the best game experience for everybody at the table.
Or for themselves. Which I can't begrudge someone that. But still, so I'll walk it back. I mean... But it's like, why make it harder on everybody? And why waste up valuable paper to... Okay. Go. Monk. Go. Original character concept, class abilities.
All right. So your primo numero uno class ability is stick fighting.
You mean stave fighting?
No, actually stick fighting. Okay. The art of fighting with a staff or spear.
I already have spear. Well, no, I don't anymore. I had spear.
No, see, you do, though. See,
I know.
They don't go away.
I have spear at a plus 10. So.
That's great. So...
stick fighting. Okay,
yep.
Cool.
Excellent. Stick fighting, so that gives you three abilities. Okay. You get a stick power strike.
Power strike?
A power strike.
Okay. We're gonna like put these all in properly, correct?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna go over them right now.
I'm just writing them down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just jot them down.
Okay.
All right. So this is a powerful thrust with the point of the staff or blunt end of the spear to the temple. Mm-hmm. The blow is so painful and jarring it inflicts an extra D6 damage, and for a moment everything goes black. The victim of the stick power strike loses initiative, loses one melee action, and there is a 50% chance they will drop whatever weapon they are holding.
Can that also be like a sternum?
Sure.
Poke?
Absolutely.
Not just a temple poke, but a sternum.
Totally. So for that, you just have to declare that you're doing it, and you have to roll a certain amount. Blah blah blah. You can also parry arrows with your staff or spear.
Okay,
which is pretty
That's
cool.
Really cool. Okay.
All right, and you also get one extra attack per melee when using a staff or spear of any kind. Ho ho, dear reader.
Okay.
All right, so that is ability number 1. Ability number 2 is called Spirit Strike.
Okay, I've heard of this.
An attack that draws on the character's inner spirit with mystical effect. It can only be used against dragons, elementals, demons, and other supernatural beings and creatures of magic. It can be inflicted with a punch, kick, staff, or spear, and does triple the character's normal damage. Pretty cool.
Okay.
You're going to develop some potential psychic energy that you can use to power your spirit strike as well as other abilities.
Okay.
Let's see. You're going to pick up the begging skill and the fasting skill, which is pretty cool. You're also going to get deep meditation as a skill, and various other monkish skills.
Like?
Oh, well, literacy. You're going to learn to read if you don't already know how.
Jared 19.
That's right. Really wish I was Jared 19.
Yeah.
You're going to get that religion lore skill I was talking about earlier.
Okay.
Various things. I mean, this will all be written in. So.
Oh, well, why are you asking me to jot it down?
I'm not. No, I'm sorry. We're past the jotting point here.
I'm still jotting.
Yeah. Sorry. Is this going to be on the test? No.
Oh my god.
Anyway, let's see here. What else? Yeah. It says traveling monks can always find shelter, food, drinking water, a new robe or sandals, and basic facilities.
Oh.
A well, bathing area,
A new robe and sandals.
place to wash. Ooh. At any monastery that worships the same god or gods. Even some rival monasteries will offer a fellow monk basic amenities. Likewise, farmers and villagers usually offer the monks similar hospitality. In all cases, payment for such hospitality is a small donation or general help, like cleaning, stacking boxes, tending the garden, etc. If the monk has performed some special service for an individual or community, especially defending them against danger, he is usually given some small amount of money and free food and lodging. Yeah, I know.
They are usually given.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Some monks live lavishly and have a weakness for alcohol and books, but most live quiet, modest lives, giving much of their earnings to the less fortunate and their monastic order. So, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Ooh.
What?
You're going to get 6 wooden spikes and a small mallet for killing vampires.
Really?
And 1d6 vials of holy water.
What?
That's cool.
What kind of Castlevania nonsense?
This is super Castlevania.
What? Why are they making the monk like a monster hunter? Like, why?
Because they are.
But like a wolf is a wolf and a monster hunter because like.
If you're a wolf and monk, you are. Wolfen aren't monsters.
I know, but I'm saying that are there other human monks that would go after wolfens like
No.
if they're monsters?
No. We're talking vampires, demons, Mormo, ghouls,
King of the Ghouls,
all that kind of stuff.
Sarah Badland.
Oh, and XP. So instead of 0 XP, you get 725.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you going to insult me with this time? 725.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I put 75. That's not good.
I mean, you could put that.
That's how it felt. That's how it felt. All right, 725. We'll just lightly remove the 5,435 in case it comes back to help me at some other point. You never know. You might be like, hey, what's your 5,000? You got some 5,000. What am I being annoying?
Making me giggle.
Oh,
all right, so something to think about for next time is
don't complain as much.
Right, there's that.
Don't be a dick.
Don't be a
What else?
Don't try to play the system against me because I will shut you down. There's plenty of guidance in this book for doing that. What else? But no, so obviously think about your goals. You've got the
I have to have some story goals?
If we could call them that, yes. You've got the you want to maybe go and talk to this council.
All right, let me. No, I don't.
And excoriate them for their lack of action on slavery.
All right, well, yes. Okay, Palladium goals. All right. I think I want to train. I think I want to. I want to like sneakily get trained. You know what I mean? Like,
no, well, that's
it's like I start kind of like going into the routine at the monastery, and then I'm like, I like this, and I want to do this, and I want to increase my abilities to.
And that's fine. That's what's happening like during our downtime in between sessions, because basically we're going to do a time jump.
Okay, so monastic training.
Right.
Okay.
So that's happening.
All right.
And that's reflected in you picking up this new class.
Right. And then I want more research on the rune lantern.
Okay, so you want to find out more about the Eye of Elamore. You do have that one connection with the former ranger who's now living at the monastery.
Oh, he is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the guy... Oh, really?
Yeah, because I may not have made that clear. So the rangers who found the bleaching bones out on the plains, Sokana said, one of the survivors of that expedition is living at this monastery.
Oh, a ranger who survived. Okay, I was thinking back on the person who saved us from that shit town USA.
Right.
That whole group of Wolfen. Who were they?
They were just a military unit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So so the ranger who found the bleached bones and the lack of lantern, right?
Mm-hmm. The lack of yes, the non-lantern.
Okay.
Where is the lantern? When are you going to get the lantern? And so forth.
Yeah, lantern. Yeah. Okay. And then the other piece is kill all humans.
Oh, right. Can't forget that part.
But go to Wolfen capital.
Yes.
And
possibly.
and ask them to explain themselves.
Right. Right. Explain yourself.
Right, you're talking shit again. Explain yourself.
Mm-hmm.
To explain the Lost Wolfen. I just coined that today. I was like, they're just the Lost Wolfen.
There you go.
So
I'm into it.
That was a really intense session. I'm sorry for being a crank. I don't know. I guess I should stop apologizing and just stop being an asshole. Like, that might be nice.
I mean, I wouldn't say you're being an asshole, but I do want to make sure you're enjoying yourself and it's not too intense for you.
It's we just got to play a little bit more.
Exactly. We got to get back.
And we're back. We're back in the saddle-ish, right?
Ish, yep, definitely. It was a good, solid session, I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
And I feel like we'll be able to continue.
Uh-huh. Definitely.
And we just got to make time just to kind of work it through, and let's just get on a regular. Like, I think we're ready to.
Yes.
We're able, and mostly the ability to. To do the stuff, because we've just been impeded by a lot of different things.
We have. I have to say, I did not see the whole matricide thing coming. That was.
Are you serious?
That was interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
You were.
I was surprised.
Really?
Yeah. Which, maybe I shouldn't be at this point.
No.
I should know you well enough by now, but...
I guess. But, I mean, it just seemed like that's the next indicated step. Considering
I just thought you were
just
going to leave. I thought you were just going to be like, you know what, Mom? Fuck you. I'm out of here.
No way. No, she's dangerous.
Yeah.
Especially with the whole, like she was going to sacrifice you if you didn't see the black dragon.
Right.
And I was all like, excuse me?
Excuse me?
It's like she doesn't even know me, and she's done nothing this whole time to get to know me. Obviously, I remind her of Pep.
Her dada. Your dada.
Mine, not hers.
Yeah, right.
So I remind her of the puppy, and
right.
She didn't like that.
No.
I think it just reminded her, and I'm wondering if she was behind the assassination. Just saying. Just saying.
Okay.
Putting it out there.
All right.
She's gone now.
Yeah.
She's sleeping with the lake fishes.
All right.
I don't know what kind of burials they do there, but anyway. What?
So Spotify is suggesting to me a curated playlist called Sunday Scaries. And it says, let these cozy songs comfort you like a warm blanket. So it's like a chill playlist for when you get the Sunday Scaries.
Well, you never get Sunday Scaries.
No, I don't. But like that's hilarious that they're actually.
Well, they found it that was something that people are talking about.
Well, wasn't that from the Tim and Eric mattress
here's the
ad?
Thing. The purple mattress.
Purple mattress, yeah.
I don't know. I think Sunday Scaries were probably a thing before Purple, which is a Tim and Eric.
You think so?
Commercial for Purple mattress.
Yeah.
I don't know, but maybe we should play the Sunday Scaries commercial at the end of this.
Maybe we should, yeah.
But Sunday Scaries, maybe. I feel like it was probably something that people were talking about, but Purple marketed it.
That could be. Yeah.
So
that's really weird. All right. Well, anyway, on that enigmatic note,
that's a very strange note to leave on.
We will be more consistent here as we move forward.
Don't make them promises.
No, I am making a promise. I'm holding both of us to this promise.
Okay, fine.
So we are going to be more consistent with this because
it's a Palladium story. It's short form, right?
We only have a couple more episodes to go.
Sessions.
And then we can move on to the next.
And then we can start. We can
campaign.
Bring Kenny to leaven the situation.
That's right.
And help.
That's right.
With whatever.
Because I know how the Guthamer campaign ended, and everyone else is going to find out soon enough, including you.
Yeah.
And then
He died.
Yeah, sadly, he died.
He died on the way back to his home planet.
Yeah.
No, hopefully not. And
no, he did not die. That's
okay.
what I'll say is that he did not die.
Oh, good. Excellent. So. Yeah, no, we're looking forward to more. So,
absolutely.
And we will just see this commitment through,
and
then we'll be done with it. So
that's the spirit.
The sooner we finish this, the sooner we'll be done with Palladium.
That's the spirit. That's exactly it.
These views do not reflect the opinions of David Larkins.
Palladium is a registered trademark of Palladium Books. All right.
There's nothing better than the weekend. That's why we are all familiar with the Sunday Scaries, that feeling at the end of the weekend where you've got the work week coming up and you just wish you could just enjoy that Saturday night excitement for the rest of time.
And then, Sunday night comes. We got a big work week. I'm not getting any sleep. I have anxiety. I have paranoia. I have claustrophobia because I don't want to see my boss the next day. Summer weekend going bye-bye.
Been there.